Okay, leave me alone. In my business. I can't do nothing. Hey y'all. What? Whoo, happy Sunday, y'all. Happy first of the month, y'all. If I got some meat in my teeth, I think I do. I'm sorry, I was eating. Y'all, I gotta get on live. I said I was gonna get on live every day in the month of June, y'all. And I'm trying to become a TikTok girly. I hope everybody is having an amazing start of the month. Start of the. Let me sit right here. Sorry. I ain't got my damn remote to turn on my light for NPM because maybe I can block it with this pillow. Let me see. Yeah. Is that okay? It's the wire for me. It's okay. We're going to work it out. Maybe I'll go there. Maybe I'll sit here. Y'all, that's me trying to be professional. I don't give a damn about being that. Y'all be trying to take my stuff serious. I'm gonna get on TikTok as well too. But y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. New month, new goals. Y'all posted a vlog today. I'm feeling productive today. I don't know about you, girl, but I hope you are. Yeah, I got some meat in my tooth, and I just really don't want to be on live like this. Okay, let me see. Let me get on TikTok. Y'all, and I'm trying to be like I even said like this month, I was gonna start being more of an engager. Like I might be saying, y'all, where y'all from? Where y'all from? I just feel like that is so corny. I really don't feel comfortable saying where y'all from? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Put the city where you from. Put the city where you from. Okay. I like how. Mm-hmm. Let me do this while that is doing it. Okay. Girl, I don't be knowing what to do. Period. Okay. Let's see. I get on. I got on TikTok and got distracted. Okay, I'm getting on live. Well, let me see. Let me see, girl. And then how do I change this? Do you have to have a picture on there? It's me trying to learn. Do you have to have like a what is it called? Babe, I know you're not talking crazy. What you say? Huh? In the background. Okay. How do I change the picture? See, this is y'all. This is what I'm saying. Y'all, we gotta get on TikTok. We gotta get on TikTok. Hey Sabrina, how are you, sis? Happy first of the month. Happy June 1st, sis. How's it going? How are things going? It's me trying to, oh girl, this filter made me look good on here. I'm doing good though. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Y'all, how do you change the picture? Or do you have to, oh, you can take a photo? Let me see. Oh my God, I don't know. I can't. Well, let me put a filter off. Maybe because I got this bump. Let me see. Let me put some hair in my face. What you doing? Y'all, babe was trying to take care of the kids for me. I appreciate him so much. He was like, babe, I'm gonna take the kids outside. I'm gonna take them on a bike ride. Okay, let me see. I can't take myself serious. I didn't know you had to do all this for TikTok. I should have just a picture ready to go, huh? Well, I finished the 45 minutes. Oh my God, that's amazing, sis. I got to get my walk on. I haven't worked out today, so I need to go get my little 30 minutes in. Well, technically, we went on a bike ride, so technically that was 30 minutes. But no, I want to at least I'm definitely getting back to my y'all. When I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, girl, start stretching in the morning. It is amazing. I don't care how old, young you are. Start stretching in the morning. Start stretching in the morning. Start stretching in the morning. It's really, really good. Like for real, like making a point. My day be feeling so good. Like I still can't believe I'm this person that plans my life because I'm like, I swear I used to think it was the most cringiest thing ever. Um okay, so that filter looks a little okay, we gonna roll with it though. Oh y'all gotta turn on the TV. But y'all, it's me going live. I'm facing my fears. I'm scared, girl. Are you facing your fears this month? Face your fears and stop playing. Let me see. Should I be trying to make it look cute? Okay, y'all. Do I set a goal? I don't know. I'm so scared. I be so scared to get on TikTok, y'all. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Hey, y'all. I'm trying to figure out, is there a way that you can start saving your lives? I think Tori was telling me that. Somebody was telling me that. But hey, y'all. Happy first of the month. Hey, TikTok. Hey, YouTube. Y'all, I wanted to get on here because new month, new goals, new money, new me. Period. Let me back out of here. What'd you say, sis? Stretching helps get rid of the pain in our joints at the end of the day. Yes, and it just is really, really good for you. And it like if, again, y'all, I'm telling y'all, if you I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna get right into it. If you like, y'all, what's the best way I can say it? When I say I grew up ghetto, like I can't say it any other way. And like not having a routine, not having a purpose, and not moving with intention, like that was the life I was out here living. It was wondering why I was always so flustered. Was wondering why I mean, you're gonna go through things regardless, don't get me wrong. But when I started like putting a plan together, like I'm telling you, like that's one thing that I learned about y'all. I'm telling you, I have this thing where I study millionaires, like for real, because it's like, baby, I don't want your life, but I want your life. You know what I'm saying? I want that lifestyle. So no, seriously. And I'm like, I found it that all of them in common all had a routine, all got up and, being in a sense of gratitude somehow, some way, and doing those type of things and creating a habit for yourself. Like it really, really changed the game. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all know I'm a very honest and open person with y'all. Like, I've been in this digital marketing space now a little over a year. And like, I'm telling you, as I develop a routine and as I develop a way of even thinking, it definitely plays into your business. It definitely plays into how you are. And I mean, for example, like May, I feel like all the whole month, it was just a rough month for me. I was really off my game. Baby, I didn't gain a whole bunch of weight, but that's okay because I'm about to jump back. One thing about being a big bitch like me, a tall girl. I'm sorry. I just said I wasn't no good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm working on that for June. But one thing about being a big girl, baby, I can bounce back real quick. Don't let this weight fool you, baby. I can get back to the game. No, but and so I'm big on just really, really always, as a coach and as a mentor, um, I love talking about making money. I get excited. I always want people to learn how to make money because I think it's great. But it's like once you kind of like, I hate to use the word master. I don't really like to say master, but essentially master it. Like y'all, I had mastered making like 10K months, and I thought it was really, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was impossible. I thought it was impossible. When I first came across digital marketing, when I first heard people talking about it, I'm like, bro, I thought I was only worthy of making $1,000. I ain't gonna lie. And I was satisfied with that. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm so passionate. Why I always try to get on here and talk about it because I know for a lot of people, you may be in some kind of financial hardship or you just tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Either way. Y'all see how I caught myself? I ain't cussing. Either way, I'm telling y'all, like, if you learn to invest in yourself in some form of knowledge, it can change your life. It can change everything for you. And again, as a person, I hate to continue to bring up my upbringing and where I come from, but it's for me, it's so important because I even have these conversations with my husband because I'm like, you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, I mean, baby, don't get me started. But no, I just really like just again, baby, I didn't know how to pay bills. I didn't know how to manage my money. I didn't know how to do any of that. And one thing that I have learned, and again, I always try to, sorry, y'all, again, I'm a real person. I always try to, tell my students this or remind them like, making the money is amazing and it's an amazing opportunity. But at the same time, you really have to fix your relationship with money before you can even see yourself take off like that. Like, and that was one thing where I think kind of personally shift for me. Cause like I've said in the past, I have done so many side hustles, y'all. So many side hustles. Like I can name thousands of them that I tried. But at the time, my relationship with money, and even how I managed my money at the time, it's like, why would God bless you with more if you can't even handle this? And I think for a lot of people, who are trying to, oh, I've invested in myself and I'm trying to, get myself to that next level. Or I'm trying to make 5K months. I'm trying to make 10K months consistently and I can't get there. For a lot of people, sometimes it's just taking back again. What is your current relationship with money? Do you have any sort of type of, money wounds? because that could be holding you back. If you're doing the skills and applying, like for example, if you have a digital marketing course, that's usually what I get on here and kind of talk about. Maybe like a done for you course, and it's like you seeing all these people win, you're seeing all these people making all this money, and you're like, damn, why? Damn, don't cuss. Damn, don't count. And you're like, dang, how are they making all this money, but I can't do it? For a lot of people, again, a lot of people don't talk about this, but it's all about reevaluating your situation. And I don't know why the thing has disappeared on YouTube. So, but sometimes we have to fix that. And so that's why I always try to tell people when people ask me personally, like knowing what I do and how long that I've been doing this, like, oh, is it guaranteed for me? Can it happen for me? Or how long is it going to take me to make my first, whatever? Baby, that's all up to you. It's all about one, how you show up in your business, but two, your relationship with money and you even feeling like, are you even worthy to make this amount of money? Are you worthy of earning 10K months? Do you feel that way? And again, for so long, and I even try to correct people, when they say like, girl, if I could just make $500, a week, or if I could just make $1,000, a month or something like that, I would be satisfied. And it's like, no, baby, you asked for the rainbows, the stars, and the unicorns. Like, you deserve that. And for a lot of people, again, they struggle with that, and that's what's holding you back. So, I say this to say, what is this? What does this mean? Girl, I don't know what that means. But I say that to say, again, it's not necessarily that, that's maybe something that you've recently invested in that is not working for you. It just may be you need to fix your relationship with money. So really consider that. There's so many different ways to look into that. There's scriptures that you can pray on and, look that up for yourself. I ain't gonna get into all that. I ain't trying to preach to y'all or nothing like that, but I'm telling you, start there. But with all that being said, I know I have some new people on there and I have some new subscribers, y'all. We about to hit 10K in a minute on YouTube. We about to hit 10K. And I'm so excited about it. But speaking of that, I kind of wanted to get on here. As always, if this is the first time you see me, my name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and mom of two. And I always try to get on here and put people on when it comes to earning that passive income, earning that side income that everybody needs, because baby, one income is not enough for none of us. And I myself got started with digital products and digital marketing technically 2 years ago. And then I kind of fell off from doing it. I ain't gonna lie, too good to be true. I thought it was a scam. I thought people that look like me, black people, ain't gonna lie. I just didn't think that it could happen for us, and especially those numbers. Fast forward to last year, back in May of 2024, I got started with this amazing program that I'm going to show you guys while I'm on live today. I'm trying to turn on my TV, y'all. I'm sorry. That I got started with that taught me literally everything that I knew. Again, even as a beginner, I kind of didn't. I mean, I was praying and hoping that it was, going to be meant for me. But honestly, it took prayer, fasting, because again, where my mind was at, I was just like, man, I've tried everything. I'm a hardworking woman. Look, everything that I do, usually I can make some kind of money from it, but I'm just like, I don't know, this 30K, this 20K type stuff. I don't know about that. But again, where my mindset was at, I was like, I just felt like I wasn't worthy. So I got started with this program. It's called Digital Wealth Academy. I'm going to share it with you guys. Because when I tell y'all, like, it taught me everything that I knew from the moment that I got inside of the program. Again, I ain't gonna lie, I was still skeptical. I was just like, hey, if I could just make $1,000, I would be happy with that. I would be excited about it. But the way from the moment like I had started and how I seen the training was set up, I was like, okay, this is a little bit different. I had never, with purchasing different mentorships in the past, purchasing different courses, all these programs that said they was going to change your life and help you start making money. And this is that Amazon, baby, I did all of it. Amazon FBA, every ad that you've ever seen on YouTube. And it was some kind of course link to it, baby, I bought it. That was me. And this shit just never worked. Like I would see some, little growth, even like the little growth courses and stuff. I would see little stuff here or there, but it was nothing that was like life changing for me. So I got started with this program. I literally started doing everything that it was saying doing in there. I started faceless because as a person that has tried so many different side hustles, girl, I was just like, I don't want nobody in my business. So I got started. First I was like, hey, I'm going to give myself 5 days to learn this information because it was a lot of information. And that's one thing that I like to be very open and honest about. DWA truthfully really changed my life. And like I said, as a person that was skeptical, thought it was a pyramid scheme, thought the shit was too good to be true, I will forever, ever promote this program because literally I would not be the person that I am today as far as like coaching, mentoring, if it was not for that. Like everything that I know, baby, gotta give Rachel her props. Y'all, I'm doing so good. I'm like I said. So, anyways, but yeah, got started with that. I started growing, right? And mind you, I'm starting a page from scratch. You know how people are terrified to start pages from scratch. Like I started a whole brand new Instagram because again, I didn't want nobody in my business because I had did all these side hustles before, and I didn't want to talk about it in front of people because I knew they would be like, "Girl, here you go, starting something else." And I just was like, this is gonna be the one thing that changed my life. I'm not gonna get distracted. It ain't gonna be nobody business. I'm just gonna try it. To the point where I didn't even tell my husband what I was doing. So I'm going through the program, and the program was just like, damn, like it just the way it was set up, the way it was structured, the video instruction, the short videos. I was just like, this is different. I've never personally experienced anything like this, right? So like I said, I'm doing everything that it's telling me to do. I'm applying the skills where it's telling me to apply. I'm seeing growth. On my 5th day of posting 3, 4, 5 times a day, because when I first started, I was posting 4 times a day. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I would post short form content promoting this product. And at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I was using, some faceless content, which was like a whole bunch of white women, like them drinking a coffee cup, them getting out a G-Wagon and stuff like that. Baby, look, it was working, okay? But I was using that, and I was just immediately kind of like, this is crazy that like you could and it's so crazy because I was doing UGC and everything like that, but I was just like, the fact that I'm portraying to be someone else, nobody knows this is me. They think that I'm this white woman, but it's crazy because when I'm getting on live, y'all, this is how I'm sounding, but my camera was facing towards the program. So again, I'm gonna show y'all the program. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all real quick, and I kind of want to take y'all through like how it felt for me, essentially, if that makes sense. Like as I'm going through this stuff, where my TV? Why ain't they picking the TV today? Let me see, y'all. But as I'm going through this program, I'm like, man, they got everything that you need, and it's all organized. It's all in one place. I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie, as a person, y'all, I used to be a social media manager for a short period of time, like part-time. And so I was like, well, I don't really need to know nothing about Instagram. I don't really need to know this. Y'all, it was stuff in there that I was like, I ain't know that. I ain't know that. I ain't know this. I ain't know that. And so not one did I feel like immediately that it was worth the price of what I had paid for, but I was just like, man, like even if I don't resell this program, the fact that I'm learning all of this stuff and it's actually like actionable, because that was the thing. When I had bought different programs and courses in the past, like I just would always feel left like, okay, so what am I supposed to do next? Because you're not helping. Like, I mean, it's cute. You done told me about your stories, all the cars you done bought, all the houses you done bought, and how much money you've made. But what am I supposed to do next? Like, that's how I've always felt. So when I got in DW, I was like, bitch, I was like, girl, this is different. Y'all, I'm sorry. I can't. What's going on with YouTube? It's like frozen. I'm gonna have to refresh real quick, y'all. Sorry. Okay, I think I'm back on. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all kind of the program and y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about. Because when I tell you, like, I was just like the way this is set up, like this is really like different. Like I'm gonna be set up for success. It literally has everything that I need. Like even when you get started and you have like thoughts of like again guilt, like how am I gonna figure this out? Essentially, I'm starting a business. I don't know what to do, right? I don't know how to structure my stuff, but the fact that it's literally kind of done for you, the business is done for you, it takes all of that thinking, all of that worry out of it. And it was like, for once, you know how like I actually felt comfortable. I actually felt like, damn, dang. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get it, Jesus. I promise. So y'all, I'm gonna turn the screen around real quick and I'm gonna quickly share my screen with y'all of DWA. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. Sorry, y'all, again, I'll be struggling with not being what's the word engaging with y'all. But if y'all have questions, ask away. Okay. I love to answer questions. Okay, how I flip the camera. It's me always forgetting how to do this. Okay. There we go. Let me see. I'll put y'all right here so I can see on there. Hold on. TikTok. My bad. So, can y'all see? Or you know what? How about I just do this? I've been doing this lately. Because maybe y'all can see it better on my computer screen. Y'all. Okay. We're going to go there. We're just going to go there. Y'all can kind of see it. Y'all can see it a little bit. TikTok. Okay. Okay, y'all. So this is DWA. I like it better on the TV. I feel like I like it better on TV, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Y'all, so this is DW again. When I got started and I had heard about it and how I even heard about it, I was like, okay, girl, another course, another thing or whatever. But again, I had took like programs where they were like on their own websites or they would be on like what is it called? What's Biz, girl, I don't know. But like Wix.com and stuff like that. People like their own like, websites where they would have their own program on it. Sometimes they would just be YouTube videos, but this was like the first time I had ever experienced any kind of like, I don't know, just the way it was structured, the organization about it, like really kind of, it was the aesthetics. I ain't gonna lie. Got me. You know what I'm saying? That in a way that people I be feeling like don't be wanting to admit is somewhat like, it's something about having an aesthetic or something like that. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't a follower and I ain't saying it like that, but I'm just saying it's something about it that makes you kind of like feel like, oh, okay, I'm about to do this. The fact that this program comes in multiple languages, I thought that was dope. I had never seen nothing like that before. It comes in Espanol, French, Italian, Dutch, Portuguese, and German. So it's not just like a one, you know, person thing. I've sold it in different languages before. Like this program, when I tell you, it has changed everything that I know, everything that I thought was possible. But I'm gonna get into that. So when I got started, it was only 42,000 people inside of this program. At that time, I was still like amazed and impressed. I was like, wow, that's crazy. 42,000 people are wanting to learn these high income skills. Like, again, these are certain things that I personally use where I was like, okay, Sierra, you got to stick with this. You got to make this work. Failure is not going to be an option. There's 42,000 people in here. They believe in this program. So, you know what I mean? And so one thing that I personally love, and I tell my students this, I do it often, is going in and actually reading these testimonies, because if this don't motivate you to invest in yourself and invest the easy, smart way, which is the done for you way, where you don't have to overthink it, you literally can take a program that is done for you, and all you have to do is be yourself, market yourself, get online, talk about it, talk about the things that you're learning inside, how you're applying it to if you have a current business or something like that. Y'all, this is what I do, and this is what easily allows me to make $1,000 a day, $500 a day. I ain't gonna lie, where I'm at in my life, it all kind of depends on how I show up. But that's why I love this program, why I will forever, I'm saying, promote this program, because one, it's not BS. It's not BS. It really is high income skills that will set you up for success. I tell people all the time, it's literally training wheels for you. If you're like kind of like scary, like how I was like, girl, I'm not trying to have no business or nothing like that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't want to be responsible for nothing. I really don't want to be dealing with people. If people be trying to, this was the perfect way for me to start the route. And honestly, it was the push that I personally needed, because it started opening my eyes to learn that I can make a lot of money in a short period of time versus, what I'm saying, a little bit of money in a longer period of time. Like this program did that for me, and it really opened up my eyes and helped me change my mindset. And again, fix kind of like my relationship with money, because baby, when the money started rolling through, I was like, baby, you know what I'm saying? And that was why I personally was so motivated to start helping moms, because I'm like, who don't want passive income? Although I definitely did this because I didn't want my husband to work two jobs anymore, I ain't gonna lie, I just wanted to be the mom that I could go to brunch with my daughter whenever I wanted to, or we can take random vacations if we wanted to. If it's a Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon, that's what I wanted. And I couldn't do that before. So I was like, at the time when I was looking for something, to really create passive income for myself and my family, I'm just so grateful that I stumbled upon this, because I almost did not take the leap. I almost did not invest $497 in myself. And girl, that literally could have held me back from making my first six figures, launching my own program, and meeting so many amazing people, because I started coaching and mentoring. But let me just go through some of these testimonies with y'all, because again, I love to read them. You see good, bad things in here, just to be completely honest, and I do appreciate that. Like when people are struggling, when people are like, hey, I haven't made any money or whatever, I'm kind of nosy. I always like to go in and look at their page and see like, well, you ain't posting every day, that's why you ain't making no money. Okay. Hey Tori, sorry, I wanted to go back into the comments. My bad, sis. How you doing, sis? Happy first of the month. But y'all, okay, so this person here, Digital Wealth Coach, she said my journey from struggle to sales, $12,800 in 1 week. And again, y'all, these are people like real people making real money, making real money. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, she got the DWA course back May 29th, and she's already made $12,000. Insane, okay? And a lot of people, when they post their journey on like their strategies and what's working for them. So I do love that. This person here, Dora, said she from no support to 32K and y'all, it's crazy. People had a crazy man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. May was a low month for me. It was definitely a low month. I definitely still made I didn't even hit my 10K goal. I always try to at least make 10K a month. I ended up right at like 80, I think 80, I gotta go back and look. I think it was like at $8,200, but that's okay. I mean, I'm still grateful for what I made. But again, it's all about how you show up in this, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, I'm never gonna say this is super easy and it's overnight success, because it's not. But when you start getting the flow and you start doing things like, and you show up consistently, and that's why I know people hate to hear that consistent is consistent, but it's not even about that. It's your audience. Your audience depends on seeing you consistency, or seeing you consistent. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, when I was like at my hardest, and that's why I'm like, man, I gotta get back to me. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I said it. June, we got a new month, new goals, and I'm telling you that I'm not a person that be like, oh, I pray for money or whatever like that, because I know that God wants me to prosper. I know God wants me to live an abundant life. But I'm telling you, like, y'all, I can't say, I know it's biased as heck for me to say like, oh, I'm a realist person, but I'm telling y'all for real. Me and where I come from, I will always promote this program because the program sells itself. These high income skills, and let me be completely honest, because I know people that have doubts and be like, "Oh, this pyramid scheme is too good to be true." That information is online. Absolutely, this information is on YouTube. People make Instagram reels about this all the time, but by the time you try to compile all that information and take it and try to apply it to your business, you're gonna be so overwhelmed. And so the fact that this is organized and you can be a student, DWA, like I am gonna actually go over 3 different ways that y'all can make money online without you having to create the idea. So y'all stick with me. But I wanted to start with DWA first, because this is literally what has gotten me to this point. I ain't gonna lie, still to this day, this is my money maker. This is, baby, if I don't do nothing else, DWA gonna sell, because I have personally even built up kind of almost like a what's the word? I can't think of the word, but like a reputation, you know what I'm saying, for DW. Because y'all, when I tell y'all, change my life. I never thought in a million years. The fact that I'm not settling, but I'm just saying the fact that where I come from, I live in Indianapolis, Indiana, made 6 figures from reselling a program that I did not have to put together, did I not have to think about, did I have to do nothing. All I do is get up on here and talk to y'all and show y'all what I'm doing, show you the program. I'm gonna read off the screen. This is what allows me to make $500 to $1,000 a day minimum. Now I ain't gonna lie, it does depend on how much I show up. When I do disappear, I don't make any money, but that's all my own fault. That's all my own self. When I was like, I'm telling y'all, like, it's so much money out here to be made. And again, stop thinking everything is too good to be true. Stop thinking everything is a scam, girl, because you've been praying for something or whatever like that, but you in your own way. God probably put me up on this screen, or you didn't came across this live, probably for a reason, but you so scared. You think it's too good to be true. You can't do it. Yeah, you can't do it if you think that you can't do it. But I'm telling you, to see people, to coach people that have been young as heck, y'all, I'm doing so good. I'm not cussing. Young as heck to old as heck, or not even old, but older, that did not know how to use technology, that did not know how to use a cell phone. I have seen it. I have coached it, and I've seen them make money with this program. So again, if you are looking for a way to earn passive income, I'm telling you, it definitely has to start with your mindset, and you definitely have to feel like you are worthy, that you deserve this. I always tell people DWA is one of those programs you really want to consider. I would say, like, consider yourself a student. I still consider myself a student. Like, I feel like, yeah, I didn't graduate because I done made some money, but as new things come out, I stay inside of this program. I believe in it. I'm grateful for the master classes that they also include in here. So again, when you get this program, every week they have different master classes where you can learn how to scale your business to 10K months, how to scale your business to 100K months. And this is training on top of the actual training that I'm gonna quickly go over here. But again, I love going in here reading these testimonies. I think again, when I get down, with my money kind of down, I ain't even gonna lie. I'll be like, okay, let me go in here and just feel a little motivated. Because if they can do it, I can do it. And I love seeing it be Black people, white people, Indian people, Chinese people, people from all over the world investing in this program. And I really got to give Rachel, the creator, her props, because the fact that, like, this is only 2 years old is insane. And the fact that she's grown a community over 100,000 people believe in this program, y'all. And this program has made millionaires, like people literally consistently making 6-figure months. I don't know about you, baby, but I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the clique. So I'm so glad that I joined this. On top of this, they have different events. Like, we have events coming up this year. We had one last year in Miami, super lit, where you can get and network with people like individuals like yourself. So again, there's a reason why this program is the number one program inside of the school platform. Like the numbers really do speak for itself. The community is lit. It's definitely very diverse. I will say that, like Rachel herself, a lot of people be thinking she white, but she like some kind of Spanish. So, you know what I'm saying? She a person of color, baby. That's how I look at it. And I love it. You know what I mean? She's super supportive. Anytime I've ever reached out and had a question, and y'all, like, I've made over six figures with this program, but still there's people in here that have made millions. So I'm little old me. I'm not anybody, super special or anything like that. But again, whenever I've had a question, she's definitely reached out. And I love that for me. I'm just saying. But let me just show y'all quickly some of the modules inside and some of the things that you're going to learn inside of the Digital Wealth Academy. Again, when it comes to this program, again, this is something that I definitely would say you are a person that needs to have patience and you want to consider yourself a student. This is not something, I ain't gonna get on here a lot of you like, oh, I mean, you definitely can listen to it on the go. I do. Sometimes I listen to it in the car or whatever, but this is a program that you really need to be fully engaged when listening to the modules and really consuming this information if you want to grow and scale your business and take it to the next level. If you are a complete beginner, this program is really, really great for beginners just because it does definitely walk you through all the things that you need to know to set up, scale, and take your business to the next level. Again, this is a business in a box and already done for you. So essentially what you are going to be doing after you take the time to learn these high income skills, you are going to, sorry, y'all, you are going to take that and apply it to your business. I know you're like, well, girl, I ain't got no business. Your business would be starting a fresh Instagram or using your current one and converting it over to promoting this product. And again, this is something that you don't have to resell. If you resell it, it's 85% commission. For a lot of people, I know they like to know that amount. The program costs $497. When I sell it to other people, I walk away with $422 after the 85% commission and everything like that. So again, really, really great income. It really is passive income for me because again, this program really sells itself. People want to at least learn how to grow on social media. People want to learn these skills. And for, again, a lot of people that I have sold this program to, they don't even resell it. They have, again, used it for their personal development, for their business. They wanted to learn more about branding and how they can market themselves online a little bit better. So again, like DWA is damn near like school, but that's how much information that they give you inside of here. So it's definitely worth the $497. I easily say worth $5,000-$6,000 because I have mentored people that were going to school for digital marketing and they weren't even learning like a quarter of the information that was inside here, and they was paying like close to $1,500, $3,000 for a certificate. So the information here is insane. And again, if you are a complete beginner and you literally like, hey, I don't know where to start, I kind of need somebody to hold my hand, I think that DWA is probably going to be the best program for you because it literally is step by step, everything that you need from the intro of digital marketing to learning your foundation. They talk about mindset. Again, that was a huge part for me because when I had bought different programs, when I had bought different different them courses and stuff that they was getting my butt on YouTube, like none of them was talking about the importance of mindset and how you have to think about yourself, think about your business in order to see success in it. Like everybody and mama want to give you the skill and stuff like that. And that's one thing that I have learned even as a coach and a mentor, as a mentor, the way you tell people how to do something, but it has to be like that behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You can give me the strategy all day and make it copy and paste, but at the same time, what is that spiritual side? What is the kind of like that mindset side that I need to know? Because again, if you don't think y'all, I'm doing so good without cussing, if you don't think highly of yourself, your business is going to be a reflection of you. So again, I love that they put that in here. And y'all, all of these modules are video instruction modules, and they're different pillars that you can click on that kind of resonate with that topic. So again, this one is mindset here. And as you can see, they have like intro into earning, like having an 8-figure business, 7 mindset shifts that you need, what to talk about, like when you have like limited beliefs and you're not getting any sales. So for like kind of a beginner, the importance of writing a letter to yourself, and especially when you're starting this new business venture, creating a vision board, just really, really good information. They have inner work training in here, like who am I, what is inner work, 3 barriers that can hold you back. Again, really, really important stuff that you really need to go over, and that's really going to help you because again, like I can't say it enough, y'all. Everybody and their mama could copy a strategy, but again, if you feel a certain type of way, if you do not think you are worthy, if you think that what you're talking about is cringy or it's not, or if it's not of value or whatever, like honestly, you're wasting your time. So that's why I always try to tell people, like, I will never tell nobody. I could be like, hey, you're gonna make $2,000 in one day. Is it possible? It's very much. I've seen people make 10K in one day. The most I've ever made in one day today is $8,700. And I ain't gonna lie, I was on live all day, all day. So again, is it possible? Yes. And it starts with you thinking that it's possible. If you do not think it's possible, and I tell people all the time, I talk myself out of sales all the time. Like people I get on calls with, and they like, hey, I really want to get DW. I really want to get started. I've been watching you for a while, this, and that. But and I'm like, hey, do you have time? Can you at least commit a few hours to your day? I'm not one of them type of people that's gonna tell you this program, oh, all you need is 2 hours a day in your phone. I mean, yeah, you definitely can get something popping, getting some things done, but realistically, you are gonna eventually need a laptop. Realistically, you are gonna need a computer. But can you do this on? Absolutely, you absolutely can. But at the same time, are you gonna need Canva? Yeah, that might cost you $15 extra a month. Are you gonna need CapCut? Yeah, y'all, you have to spend money to make money. You have to invest in yourself to make money. You know what I'm saying? These are things that again I like to be very open and honest about. But again, as a person who is very frugal, as a person that doesn't like spend no money if I don't have to, I learned that, and I'm so glad that I did because I would have let $15 hold me back, $497 hold me back from almost making $200,000 in just a little bit over a year. So again, if I can do that, and again, I can't say it enough, from where I come from, baby, anybody can do it. Okay, I'm just saying. So again, I love that they have all of that in there. Really, really good information. Y'all, mindset is so important. It literally is 80% of what we do to see success in this. A crash course. So if you are someone who has completely went through DWA, I think at least as far as the information, because y'all, there are some other side hustles in here that you can learn to create another source of income outside of if you decide that you want to resell this program. Not gonna lie, when I got started, all I cared about was reselling this program. I really didn't dive into the other ways to make money online. Because again, my expectations were immediately exceeded all from just sharing and talking about a program and sharing the knowledge. Again, the knowledge alone inside of this program, I'm satisfied with the money that I paid for it. I got started on a payment plan. I only had to pay $125. And by the fifth day, I had made my sale because, again, I just share what's on the screen. I just share what's in the program. And if you are someone who's kind of like scary and you're like, girl, I don't want to start, or I'm a little nervous because, whatever, that should be kind of like your immediate, like, I feel like confident booster, because y'all, when I go through those testimonies and I see that, I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And the fact that this is not my program, I did not have to create it or whatever. I'm not responsible for the modules in here, but there's 116,000 people in here. It's got to be working. You know what I mean? And these are things that I really try to kind of really push to my students, like, and let them know, like, yes, you can do this. Yes, you can be successful with this, because look at how many people are already doing it. It's all about just showing up online and being yourself. If you're trying to get online, put on a facade, put on this fake front, do you look code switch or whatever like that, your professional voice, but you ain't gonna get nowhere, because people can feel energy. And that's important when it comes to your business. Before you post, before you get on live, you should be happy. You should be in a good mood, because those are the type of things that will attract, basically what you want. And again, this is things that I've learned. These things that I talk about inside of my program, because I'm telling y'all, it is important, and it can change what y'all getting money. First of all, people need to stop saying, I'm chasing money. I'm chasing money. That's where you messing up at. Y'all, I'm doing so good. I'm not cussing, girl. But y'all, again, I don't want to get on here preaching to y'all, but let me get to the point. But anyways, yeah, so they have the digital product crash course. After you go through the program, you definitely can go back in there and go in there. Don't try to skip to the scene, because again, if you get this program, because I know there's going to be a few people that's going to want to grab it today. When you get inside of here, don't run to the digital product crash course. Although it is amazing, although it's helpful, it's literally like 2 hours worth of footage in there that he goes over. The only reason why I say that is because that is, for me, I'm big on like triggers, and I'm big on like, just the way you operate in that energy, right? It's kind of like you're operating out of desperate energy. I know you want to get the money. I know you want to make 5K, days, or I know you want to make 1K days or whatever, like they're 10K months. But again, know that God already wants that for you. God already wants you to prosper. You came across this program for a reason. So take your time. Take your time was the rush, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come. It's about really taking the time to learn these skills, because once you have these high income skills, that's going to bring, like, I'm serious. Like, this is what really changed the game for me. I was like, bro, I'm asking, as long as I can make $1,000, and I'm limited to myself. Once I stop saying that out loud and stop, really saying it out loud, pretty much, That's what changed for me. And then I started making, dang, I'm making 5K, I'm making 7K, I'm making 10K every month. I didn't make 10K plus months, 4 months in a row. Because again, we be putting these limits on ourselves and saying, oh, that's all I deserve, or that's all I'm worthy of. So again, I know a lot of people when they grab these programs, they're like immediately, I want to get a sale by tomorrow. And it's like, no, if you take the time to learn this information and be a student of Digital Wealth Academy, I'm telling you, like really go through it. Cause I see so many people, they be like, oh, I went through it, whatever. And I'm like, I can look at your screen and tell you ain't went through it. Where's this at? You can't even tell me where it's at. So again, by doing that, it's so important. And it can really change. It is a open book test to start earning passive income. Again, I will never put a date on it because I've seen it in a day. I've seen it the same day that they bought it. I'm like, how is that even possible? But hey, I've seen it. And again, for all of us, it's different. But again, the learning the skills, like how they say, would you rather give somebody a fish or show them how to fish? I'm gonna show you how to fish, baby. Because that way you can keep it coming. You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? And then you don't want to operate out of that desperate energy. So again, the digital product course, I'm sorry to make that super long and all that, but like it's definitely worth through. But don't run to that. Don't be operating out of desperate energy saying, I need this money by tomorrow. I got to have it by tomorrow. So that's why I got this program. Because you're going to burn out fast and then you didn't waste your money. And one thing I don't want nobody to do is waste their money. Okay. Don't be mad at me. Okay. Because one thing I like to do when people buy Digital Wealth Academy or when people buy really anything from me, I like to give you that support because even these programs, I've seen these programs change people's lives. It changed my life. And so that's why I'm like, I allow my, I always give people like my business number and stuff because I want you to have support. I want you to have access because again, I know this can work for you, but it's not going to happen with you just buying a program and be like, I bought it. Why ain't nobody buying it? You ain't got on live. You ain't took the time to learn the information. If you learn this information, you're going to be motivated to do other things as well. And again, branch off and do your own things as well. But again, sorry, girl, I went a little sideways on that. Okay. But they talk about the foundation. This is important again. And this is what I mean when I say they give you all the tools that you need to set you up for success and to have a successful business. Literally an open book test to being able to eventually reach 10K months, 5K months, or whatever. But again, it's all about how you apply yourself and taking in this information. They talk about your why, the niche effect, how to find your target audience, and getting comfortable with that. Everybody wants to say niche, but really it's all about your personal brand. You know what I mean? Because a niche could fall into your personal, a niche could be multiple things in one. You know what I'm saying? Like my niche technically is I help moms make money online, but that means I can tell mamas about recipes. I can tell mamas how to get money. I can tell mamas how to, these are activities to do with your kids. So again, it's more so about your brand. That's important. And again, people get so stuck on that word niche or whatever, and it holds them back and they feel like, oh my God, maybe if I did this or what, girl, stop tripping and just do what you need to do. Okay. So again, foundation, so important. I think it's definitely one of those things and really a good module to kind of continue to go through to kind of have that reminder because it is really important when it comes to your business. They do have legal documents in here. You'll learn about the affiliate program because again, like I mentioned, DWA is affiliate. So every time you sell it to someone else, you earn 85% commission, which is amazing. After they take their amount, it's usually $422 at least on Stand Store. That is the program that I use. And speaking of Stand Store, they do have modules in here to show you how to set this up. So again, when I say this is a done for you course, it gives you everything that you know and it sets you up for success. When you get it, they also show you how to set it up and basically kind of build your website. Now, Stand Store is an amazing program because first of all, I love it. It's super easy to use, really self-explanatory. And it's essentially a storefront for you to host your digital products on, but you can do so many other amazing things. You can host a community on there. You can have a webinar on there. You can create a course on there. So again, I use that. It's worth it. Okay. It's definitely worth it. And this is something else that you will need included when you get a program like Digital Wealth Academy. So again, thank you, Tori. Look, thank you, boo. I ain't been looking over here. Sorry, girl. But thank you. For liking the live. I really appreciate it. But yeah, they also talk about pre-launching in here. So again, y'all, everything that you need to help you with your business. Who teaches you how to build curiosity online prior to you launching? Again, but you just got to go through it and take in this information. And another thing that I always tell people too, on top of you getting DWA, right? And you being able to resell it, y'all, if you look at all of these little categories in here, all of these different topics that they talk about, the fact that it was worth mentioning and basically being put in this program means people want to learn this information. That's why she put it in here. So Even if you decide, like, you know what, hey, I don't want to sell this program, I don't want to resell it, I kind of want to create my own thing. The really cool thing about it is, and I think a lot of people sleep on this option, which is another source of income for yourself. You can turn around and go through the module. Like, let me just show you. For example, let's go into pre-launching. Okay. Do y'all see how they got all of these things in here, right? They have the intro, why, goals, the perfect strategy, building, pre-launching, wait list, all that, right? You as now that you have this program, you can go through this program, take you some notes or whatever like that, and the way that you kind of perceive it and take in the information, now you can turn around, go on to chat gpt and be like, hey, I want to make a quick little, ebook on pre-launch, and I'm gonna sell it for $15. Take the information that's in here. I'm not saying take it word for word, but take it, use it, and apply it into something, and you promote it and sell it for less. So again, that's what I love about this program, because it doesn't just stop at just, oh, I'm just reselling. I'm just, because a lot of people think, oh, so basically you're just recruiting people. No, you're taking the skills that you're learning, and you're taking and you're applying it to a business. You're taking the ideas that you're seeing and you're applying it to something so you can create passive income for yourself. And on top of all of that, you can resell the program as well too. For me, Digital Wealth Academy has been my high ticket item for the longest. And let's be honest, if you're trying to make money, if you're trying to create passive income, if you're trying to maybe even walk away from your 9 to 5, it can be very possible for you, but you need to have a mixture of products. So that's why, again, I have sold this program for a year straight. You don't see me talking about other programs or anything like that, because it works. It's all you need in one place. Yes, I offer different options, and I'm definitely going to show y'all some other programs while I'm on live today. But this is, thank you, Tori. um this is, I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely one of those things you definitely get what you pay for. But again, I think it's definitely worth well over $5,000, because just seeing the curriculum and what these colleges is charging for a certificate, when you can take this, learn this, and resell it. You can't sell a certificate, you can't resell a degree in digital marketing, you know what I mean? And it's your first digital product, pretty much, already done for you. So again, you can branch off. There's PLRs inside of here that you can take and sell those as well. But again, the skills that you're learning, that knowledge, that is actually where the money is at. Because again, remix it, do whatever how you want it. Did I cuss? I feel like I cuss. But yeah, now um, they have email marketing. Again, this is another great way to create income for yourself. Every time, y'all, every time, and I don't do it often. I don't take advantage of it as much as I need to. Email marketing changed everything. When I got started and I was creating my own digital products, baby, email, that is for old people. That's what I thought. That, I ain't gonna lie, I sound ignorant as hell, but that's what I thought. And I started implementing email marketing in my business. It changed the game. Usually every time I send out a broadcast or something, letting them know about a program that I'm promoting, whether it's DWA, DBC, MPM, or whatever, I usually always get a sale from y'all. Y'all know when y'all get them emails from your favorite little store that you didn't sign up. Baby Carter's, they be emailing me all the time. Oshkosh. I'm like, I didn't even know Oshkosh was still open, but they get me every time. The children's place, when they be having them 50% sales, girl, they give me every time. They give me every time. But that is so important, and it helps you be visible in your business. But all of this stuff is done for you. They give you like templates, and they give you examples for you to use so you can market your business. So again, I love that. That's something that I had no idea. And again, here I am thinking, oh, I have all the answers. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. Girl, no, I didn't. No, I did. But again, great information in here. Just as you can see, all of this video instruction, short videos to help you with your email marketing, learning the perks of an email list, how to, like I was just saying before, if we created like a pre-launching guide or ebook or whatever like that, how that collects people in. Everybody and their mama gonna want to download something free, and you'd be surprised how a freebie will help you grow your email list and help you grow your following. If you have just a social like a YouTube channel or something like that, and you want to keep people updated, if you have a podcast, you can use this feature and help bring eyes and visibility to your business. So again, email marketing, baby, changed the game, y'all. But I'm telling y'all, this program it changed the game, y'all. It's linked in my bio if you want to check it out. And I'm telling you, like, as I would not be a coach, I cannot say it up. I would not be a coach. I would not be a mentor. I would have never. I don't want to say I would have never, because I could have found a way. But that was the fastest way I had ever made my first 6 figures. Like, again, and I didn't even know, like, again, y'all, I was settling for $12,000 in a year. If I could just make $1,000 in a month, had no idea. Um, y'all, let me keep going and show y'all some more, and then I'm gonna show y'all some other stuff. So they have this content vault in here. So again, with you getting this program, if you are like, hey, I don't want to show my face, I don't want anybody in my business, I don't want anybody to know, they give you content that is done that helps you promote the business, that helps you talk about DWA, different little templates that you can use. You can remix them, kind of make them your own, or use what they have in there. So again, that's the really cool thing about it. I like to kind of personalize my stuff and kind of match it with my branding. That's another thing that they talk about here is ultimate branding. You learn about branding, you learn about colors and things that resonate with people, that stick in people's brains. When it comes to selling things online, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It takes people to see you a couple of times, and sometimes nowadays, like, because everything is like so online and we buy everything off the line, people be like, I gotta fill you out. Let me see. She here. Okay, she been here for a week. Okay, it's been 2 weeks. Okay. She's been consistently talking about this for 3 weeks. I think she real. I think she ain't on no BS or whatever like that. I done seen a few comments, few little testimony. Okay, she legit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and buy. So that is a part of this. And again, these are things that they talk about. And then how it's broken down for you to understand it. Attraction marketing, again, the way you appear and show up online, business, colors, branding, all of those things really do matter, and it does play a huge part, y'all. It's a system and a strategy. It's not luck. A lot of people be like, oh, it's luck. No, it's not. It's definitely a system and a strategy. That's why I tell people all the time, some of your favorite creators, why do you think they do the same thing every day? Thank y'all. Can y'all like the live for me? Thank y'all for getting me to 1K on TikTok. Like the live. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm gonna show my face in a minute, okay? Y'all don't care. Y'all look at the screen, okay? This is more important. But they talk about how to sell in your stories, how to sell in your DMs. Y'all, these are one of my, like, always, I like saying again the information that she gives and stuff like that. But these are important, and it's very, very important information that you need to know, because it can skyrocket your sales in this business. That's one thing that I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate the way that they kept it all the way 100 and gave us these tips to really help us, because it helped me. Things that I didn't know that were okay to do, and when people inquire about information, being able to reach out to them, because I was like, baby, I would never cold DM nobody. I'm not doing that. And you don't. I mean, no, don't ever do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that they talk about in here that really helps you, again, in your business, and just learning different creative ways. That's what I like about it. To, like, really take your business to the next level. And it's like, when you're a beginner and you don't really know what you're doing, it's like, hey, this is really, I did what they said and it's really working. So again, if you are a faceless girly, I tell people all the time, baby, show your face. But the program that I'm going to talk about a little bit later, I'm starting to like faceless again, y'all. I'm being a hypocrite because y'all know I said I can't stand faceless because, child. Okay, I'm sorry, Tori. Did you say something? Did you create business from this program? I did, sis. And I'm gonna get into that here in a second. I'm gonna show y'all just the program. I'm taking y'all down. I'm taking y'all down memory lane. You know what I'm saying? So I want to show y'all DWA because it's the program that I got started with. Sorry, Tori. I want to make sure I'm answering questions, y'all. My apologies. Thank y'all for liking the live. I appreciate it, y'all. Let's get this to 2K. Let's get this to 5K likes. Okay. I ain't getting off of here until we get to 5K likes. Is that how they be doing? But anyways, y'all. So again, for my faceless people, if that is the route that you want to go, they definitely give you all the skills in here that helps you. I ain't gonna lie, I did use this module in the beginning because it was helpful. And like I said, I was using a lot of stock content and everything, but now we got AI. So even if you do want to go faceless, baby, you can make you a cute character of yourself and just use that over and over. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But anyways, really, really good module. As you can see, detailed, so much information in here to help you with your reels, your carousels, your stories as a faceless creator. So again, no matter your age, how young, old you are, whatever you think you cute, you think you not cute, or whatever. If you don't want to show your face, baby, you don't have to. But I just always tell people, definitely get creative with faceless, because you're not showing your face, so get creative, baby. I got to worry about showing up trying to look halfway decent. You ain't got to do that. So again, y'all, I'm still on the first page, so I'm sorry. They have men's in digital marketing, Instagram. So if you want to learn to just grow on Instagram, be more relevant, so you can maybe get picked up or noticed by brands and stuff like that, they have that information in here for you, ready to go. Okay, what kind of businesses did you start from? What you learned from the business? Okay, Tori. Okay, you on me today, girl. Y'all, I learned print on demand from DWA, which is how I started creating, different products for my own personal brand that I'm working on. Y'all got a whole little t-shirt line coming out soon. Again, this is my roots at this point. Like, I used to do UGC and things like that in the past. I did wholesale real estate, but this is the first program that really, like, made it stick for me. Because again, you are a student of it essentially. You know what I mean? But if you take it serious, you can start earning passive income. And like, I'm serious. Like, I feel like the average, depending on how you apply yourself and how you feel about yourself, is like 30 to 90 days realistically. It's very realistic. Is it way sooner? Absolutely. But I just like to set realistic goals for my students. I'm just saying. They talk about how to do viral reels, and learning, again, it's not a luck thing. It is a strategy, timing, text, things on the screen, different types of hooks and things like that. They talk about that in here. Everything reels, content creation. They have this content avenue. If you're into like French content, they have like this different bank. There is like a little another little content vault where you can get content already done. But again, I think it's really fun to be able to create your own content and get creative with it. But again, with AI changed everything. If you want to learn CapCut editing, they have that in there. Again, y'all, everything that you need for your business, because you're going to be promoting this with short form content. You don't have to worry about running organic ads or anything you don't have to run ads or anything like that. This is all organic posting. And the really cool thing that I personally love about it is implement it in your life. You can be monetizing your life. I don't care if you at your job working on a 9 to 5, baby. You film yourself typing on that computer. That's a video, okay? And you put information to basically tell people about this and why they need to learn this information so they can start learning these skills, so they can apply it, so they can learn how to start creating their own digital products, y'all. People want to pay for knowledge. I don't care if it's the simplest to the most, overthinking thing that you can think of. People will literally pay for, how do you bake the best cake? Digital product, boom, $10. You sell 10 of them, that's $100. Again, a lot of people overthink it and they think that it's just like, oh, there's no way, whatever. So again, if people will be willing to pay for a book that says how to bake a cake, why would they not want to learn high income skills that not only is your very first own digital product that's already done for you, that you can just start selling as is and don't have to do really any of the work. All you're doing is just putting the stuff together and showing up with the content. You can use faceless content or your own, or you can take the skills out of here and create your very own digital product with the things that you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to brand. You're going to learn how to pre-launch it. You're going to learn how to show up online so people will want to buy your product. Again, it is a system and a strategy. It is not luck. I've seen people sell BS, but because they have a system and a strategy behind them, that's why they see success with it. They talk about photography in here, different camera settings that you can use, videography, if that's your thing. If you want to learn that, baby, that's in here. They have Canva. Again, Canva, a lot of people be trying to hate on Canva. But Canva is that girl. Canva is that girl. And you can do so much in it. So much. As a mom, baby, if you want to make some flyers on there for your baby's birthday party, you better go on Canva. Okay. And these are things and information that people want to know. I know there's a young lady that I work with. She makes templates literally for birthday parties, weddings, and she uses them in Canva and she sells them on Etsy. And sis, again, bought Digital Wealth Academy from me and was already trying to do this. Wasn't seeing the sales that she wanted to see in her business, wasn't getting the attention and the visibility that she wanted on her business. She took Digital Wealth Academy and was like, girl, I'm not really interested in reselling it. I want to promote me and I want to promote my own product or whatever. Took it and started learning the things and learned about brand and learned about marketing. And now she has a six-figure business in digital, I forget, it's like a real terminology for it, but basically digital invitations and stuff, or digital templates, that's what they're called, and all from this program. So again, you do not have to resell it, but if you want to, you can. I meet so many people that are like, girl, I got this planner and I've been working on this planner forever, but I'm not selling it. You need to learn marketing. You need to learn how to sell. That is what's going to teach you how to get there. You need to learn how to scale and learn about email marketing, because that is what's going to get you to sell your item. They also talk about automating your business using mini chat. You can automate it using Instagram and TikTok. They have auto DMs and things like that. Scheduling your content is technically a form of automating your business. Using like Notion templates and stuff like that are really helpful. And they do dive into this a little bit. Also, maintaining momentum and loyalty. This is definitely one of those modules I always like to tell people, go in and stay with it, okay? Because again, it's completely normal to have ups and downs in your business. Like, I like to be very honest and open. I'm not one of them type of people. I mean, for me, I'm just being honest. I don't show up every day either, so that could be that. But do I make $1,000 every single day? No. It typically depends on how I show up. If I'm showing up consistently for the week, typically I'm making some money. You know what I'm saying? But when I go ghost and I disappear, yeah, there's times where I definitely make passive income, and I love those moments. But I'm like, oh, girl, I ain't posted in 3 days and I still made $2,000. Love those moments. Can't lie. But it all depends on how you show up. I tell people all the time, McDonald's, Burger King, what's it called? Pepsi. All of these brands are $1 million brands. They run ads every single day to maintain visibility. That's just how it works. Okay. I don't care how big, how little you are. That's just a part of the game. Okay. And if anybody's telling you any different, they lying. I'm just saying. Okay. So being present, it's a part of it. Are you gonna realistically, how many times are you gonna have to post? Realistically, for the people that want those 10K months, that want to get those 6-figure months every single day, if you ask anybody that is earning 6 figures a day, I guarantee you they are posting every single day. They are getting live. They are getting on live. Hell, some of them decide that they want to run ads. If you want to do that, that's completely up to you. It works. I ain't gonna knock it or anything like that. But can you do this organically, being you and just being yourself and just saying, "Hey, I just want to put you on so you can learn how to make passive income"? Because that's what I do. I don't do anything special, y'all. I was just telling myself the other day, like, I don't want to say I half-assed, but like I kind of treated this essentially like a hobby. I don't want to say it like that because that makes it seem like it's just like, I don't know. I can't really explain, but I do, and it's just like, imagine if I really like went, so that's what I'm trying to get to the point where I'm gonna do that. Because y'all, when I'm telling you, like, I decide what I earn, and that's what I love about this. It depends on how I show up. If I lived and breathed on live, I guarantee you I'll be making 10K days. I guarantee you, because I've seen so many people do it. I've witnessed it, and I've seen people do it with this program alone, let alone having other offers. But again, this program teaches you other ways to create streams of income. You need multiple streams of income, point blank, period. I don't care what nobody say. Girl, if you making 200,000 on that job, that is amazing. But guess what? Anything could happen. Anything could change up. Yes, we want to have our 401ks, our mutual funds, our stocks, all that. That's amazing. But creating passive income by basically monetizing your everyday life, why would you not want to do that? And that's what this program can do for you. They talk about TikTok shop. So if you want to learn TikTok shop, y'all know TikTok shop is booming. Obviously, TikTok ain't going nowhere, I guess. So that's something that you can do. Learn. Thank you, Tori. Girl, I'm trying to keep looking back at the screen. I'm just trying to show the screen. My bad. But you learn about TikTok Shop, learn about affiliate marketing, y'all. Affiliate marketing is probably one of the easiest ways to make money online because it does not require any shipping. It does not require, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say no word because it does. You got to show up, right? But the fact that I can get on here and talk about a program that I not have to, as a creator of a program now, I'm just saying, because y'all, I'm gonna share my program with y'all. But having to think of the idea, the stress, all of that, the fact that this is done for me, and all I have to do is get on here and show y'all the skills that you're going to learn and how you're going to create multiple ways to make money is insane. In affiliate marketing, I love the fact that, there's times where brands will pay me to mention their product and I can do it in like a reel that I've done on Instagram or even one of my YouTube videos. I don't have a large following. You know what I'm saying? But these are different ways and different, like a little side hustles that you can do to have multiple streams of income. When I started Digital Wealth Academy, not only did I make income from that, but then I learned about, different ebooks and guides that I got out inside of this program. I started selling those. I sold a $17 program and made $7,000 in 3 months from a $17 program that I did not put together, that I did not create. I went in and changed a few colors, made it look like me, put me on it, put me on the cover. You know what I'm saying? But that was it. And again, that's why digital marketing is such a huge trend, trending industry. That's why it's not going anywhere because one, again, people want that convenience. When they order something, they want it then and there. If people want to learn a skill, they can learn it then and there. It's an instant download. That's why you don't get your money back. Okay. So I'm just saying. Ain't no refunds in digital marketing, okay? They also talk about UGC. Like I mentioned, I was doing UGC previously. Great way to make money, great way to get on PR lists and stuff like that. If you're into that, if you're like a product girly, really good way. Brands are always, always, always looking for people, no matter your following. They do be trying to gift you some. Look, I caught myself. They do be trying to gift you, but UGC is a great way to make money if you're into that. I personally kind of got out of it because my head just wasn't all the way into the game. And again, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know my worth at the time. And I would be arguing with brands over $200, $300. So that's why I personally was like, I know there's gotta be another way that I can make some money that I ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be killing myself. So I'm so glad I came across this. They also talk about how to create your own course and own just digital product and how to sell it as a offer, bundling your products and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, again, things that I never knew not upselling. I didn't mean to say that. But like, add it. What is the word? I can't think of the word, girl. I lost my train of thought. But basically upping your offers, bumping up your offers when people are checking out and things like just this psychological strategy on it. But again, as long as you ain't selling no BS or nothing like that out here lying. It be people out here lying and selling bull. But we don't do that. Digital Wealth Academy, the students in us, we true. We real people, okay? We ain't lying to nobody out here. But this is what they talk about inside of this module. So again, everything that you need, you're getting the digital product that's already done for you, that's already ready to go. They're showing you how to actually set it up so you can sell this particular product and other products if you decide that that's what you wanted to do. You're getting mindset training that's going to help you shift those limited beliefs that you have in the beginning of your journey. Like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Is it too good to be true? Baby, then you got that testimony tab that you can go back through and be reminded that, baby, if Cindy Lou can do this, if Bookie Boo can do this, if Trey, if Ray, if Day Day can do this, why can't I? You know what I mean? And again, that's what this program did. And with this program, I was able to take the skills that I personally learned and was able to create my own programs. Now, y'all know, being a mom, because I am near and dear to the mamas. That's just who I am. And when I got into this program, after a few months of, kind of really taking it off, and like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was a fluke. I thought it was just like, okay, maybe I'm just getting lucky. I ain't gonna lie. But I started mentoring and coaching people, right? And a lot of them end up being moms. And a lot of them were like, just like, realistically, girl, I just don't have the time. I don't have a time to be, necessarily a student. And I want to learn, this information, but it's just hard to do it. It's unrealistic. Being a mom, I already don't have time to wash my ass, wash my butt. And it's just like, how can I realistically do this? I want to learn it because I want to create passive income, right? So I started, mentoring and coaching all these moms, and I had noticed that. And so I was like, man, all these skills that I've learned inside of Digital Wealth Academy, I love it. It changed the game for me. It's super helpful. But realistically, I'm a mom that, I work from home. My lifestyle is very flexible. I can come and go. But I know for a lot of moms, that wasn't the case. They're actually getting up and they're driving to a job. You know what I'm saying? They got to come. By the time you get home, baby, and you dealing with the kids, you probably got to go pick them up. Don't let your kids be in sports, baby. It would just be, kind of unrealistic for them, and again, yes, you can definitely listen to it. I say that all the time. Like when I'm cleaning up, I'll play it through my speakers, or if I'm in the car and, running errands, I would listen to Digital Wealth Academy. But for a lot of this information, you need to be present. You need to be looking at the screen. You need to be taking notes, to learn this information to really, take your business there. So I was like, man, the key to making money online, let me be honest, is, solving people's problems. So I took all of the information that I knew as a mentor. I've always got on live since I've been doing this, sharing my journey, sharing people, like how, hey, sis, this is how you make money. But when I started mentoring moms, and I'm like, okay, my first mama, she done made her first little 5K. Okay, she done made 10K. She done made 30K. Okay, let me help somebody else. She started making money. This person started making money. And I was like, wow. And then, a lot of my students at the time was like, man, you should really, create a program or something like that. Because at the time, they would have Digital Wealth Academy. But I'm like, if you do this, this, and this, and we was just making it work, and I'm someone that's huge on implementing the spiritual side of things, implementing God, putting him in the center of everything when it comes to your business, and, asking him to lay his hands on your business. And again, I kind of started seeing this pattern, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I should, you know what I'm saying? So I had thought about it. I prayed about it. And, again, I was like, man, how can I do this? Because I believe in this program, Digital Wealth Academy, so much, but then I was just like, no, moms need a little bit more, and so I created my very own program. It's called the Mompreneur Method. So I'm gonna show it with y'all really quickly. And this is my community. We just recently launched back in Mother's Day. But when I put this together, I didn't want it to, like, again, as a student of Digital Wealth Academy, let me be completely honest. I was like, well, people know these skills. I know people want to know about it, but at the same time, structured in a way where it's easy to understand and easy to digest, and made it fit for a mom's lifestyle. As much as I love a good, sit down, directional, take some notes or whatever like that, that's amazing. And again, I will always recommend Digital Wealth Academy. As a mom, our time is very limited. As a mom, we need that extra little, baby. Our brains are all over the place anyway. Like, I need you to break it down for me where, like, it's going to fit my lifestyle. I need you to understand. Baby, I want to cry right now, right? But I need to be I need to be heard. I need to be, felt seen for once. And so I was like, I got to put this passion. Affirmations are really important to me. They really are a huge part of like how I shifted my life personally. And so I was like, I got to put that in here. And honestly, I feel like even as a student going back to school, like luckily I was just a little advanced at the time, but like I have always been some like just even like how you start a job or something like that. Like I'm like, baby, give me the Negro version. Like break this down for me where it's like you talk to me like I'm your homegirl or something like that. Because all this proper tense and stuff like that, I don't know what you're talking about. And so I was like, I've never seen anybody do that before. I'm nervous, I'm scared, but I'm like, I'm just gonna, from my coaching and mentoring, that's how I would always talk to my students. Like, girl, this is all you gotta do. If you post it like this, show up 3 times a day, get on live, baby. That's all you need. I'm not about to, go over, like complicated terminologies and fluff. I'm not gonna do all that with you. And so I created this program. So the way it's kind of structured, again, it's hosted inside of the school platform, but it is mama based. Again, that is kind of like my brand. That's what I'm known for, helping moms make money online. So again, I wanted to cater that strictly for moms. And like I mentioned before, just in the start here module, like I am huge on prayer because it really can change the game. Speaking life into your business, and again, praying over your business can really change. Like set that foundation, baby. Okay, like just like how it's the first of the month, and you taking that step. Well, every day you wake up is a new opportunity to change your life and do something different. But I'm telling you, with prayer and Jesus, baby, anything is possible. I'm telling you, I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness, y'all. I'm a living witness. Okay, if you don't believe me, I'm a living witness. I'm just telling you. So inside of this first module here, this is where you start. And I just, kind of welcome you inside of NPM. I am not all through the program, just to let you know, girl, because this program is resellable. It's 100% profit, $277. And when I tell you as a mom, you need it point blank, period. If you are a mompreneur, in the making, if you want to be a mompreneur, if you are a mom that is business minded, if you are a mom who just needs help with her confidence, her thoughts, her mindset, this program, I'm telling you, girl, is for you. And the fact that you can resell it and it's already done is a plus too. Okay. But the way things are broken down in here, girl, I'm just telling you now, I'm a cusser. I'm trying my hardest not to cuss y'all. I've been doing good. Y'all been hearing me? I ain't said no cut. Well, I said a few. But I haven't been cussing like that, like how I normally do. But y'all, this program, as you can see, I love me a little pink and black, brand. Y'all see how that brand is tie in? Yeah, we did that. But everything is like mama based, whatever like that. And again, I wanted to make it different. I wanted it to be a different experience for people, and to not feel like you're necessarily going to school. There's nothing wrong with that, but giving you as a mom, like again, baby, I don't want to go back to school. These kids is in school, so I don't want to go back to school. I got too much going on. Give me something that I can learn, that I can digest real quick and easy while I'm loading the dishwasher, while I'm putting these kids in the car, whatever, while they at the park playing. I got 5 minutes, So again, the way these modules are structured, you literally are like home learning from your home girl, and that was huge and so important for me, because I was like, baby, how you learn, Sierra? Okay, that's how the mamas want to learn. Okay, that's how. So we do go have mindset training in here. Again, I talk about, the importance of it, talking about being seen, being heard as a mom, and knowing how you're more than just being a mom. For a lot of us, we've lost our kind of like our identity, because all you hear is mama, mama, mommy, moo, mama, what? Like here, they be calling me Sierra sometimes. I'm like, girl, what the hell? But no, seriously. And those things apply and, will funnel over into your business. So it's so important to have those conversations and talk about that. I go over mom guilt, self-confidence, and it's all being tied back to your business, because again, these things play a huge part into how you show up, and showing up is a part of it if you want to make income, if you want to make money, obviously, right? I'm talking about how to write a letter to yourself. I implement Bible scriptures in here that really help you. So again, like when I pray over my business, if there's certain goals that I'm trying to hit, I'm like a theme girl. I always try to have me a good scripture or something, because again, if God can do it for Peter, why he can't do it for me? You know what I'm saying? So again, like I think it's a huge part. It's really changed my life. But I'm a real person, y'all. It ain't like super churchy or nothing like that. I don't want you thinking that, girl. I don't want you thinking that. But it's definitely like just true and honest. And just very like raw. So if that is your style of learning, I highly recommend this program for you if you are a mom. And like I said, this is a program that's already done for you, that is a business ready to go for you to kind of plug and play and start selling. And the fact that, it is for moms, I think it makes it so much easier for moms to be able to position themselves online to get a sale, which is a huge confident booster as a mom, because it's like, with other programs, not that it's a bad thing or anything like that, but they're for everybody. This is for us, for the moms. You know what I'm saying? So again, whether you're struggling, whether you haven't started, whether you just are still trying to figure it out, if you're a mom, I'm telling you, you need NPM and you will not regret it because it's already changing so many moms' lives inside of the program now. I also go over ChatGPT. And one thing about me, baby, my style of coaching, my style of mentoring, baby, copy and paste. I'm going to give you those notes word for word. And I'm huge on, one, ChatGPT, baby. I have a video that's coming out soon, y'all. Y'all going to be cracking up, I promise you. Of like, y'all use ChatGPT for everything. People just don't know how to use it right. When you learn how to use ChatGPT and you personalize it, and I talk about all of that in here, it will change the game from you. I not only do I use ChatGPT for my business, but for my plan. Now, look, I still have my own thought in my brain. I'm still me. Sometimes I be having to see her. You need to write something down. Think for just 20 minutes straight so you don't lose it. But seriously, it can save you so much time. It can help you launch and scale your business to the next level as well too. And it just really can change the game for you. Like, so again, using it in your motherhood journey with planning and being more present in mom, your routine and stuff like that. Like, I use it for everything and it really does work. You know what I'm saying? So I talk about that inside of here. I give you prompts for your business. So TikTok, different prompts that you can use, email marketing prompts, threads, strategy, and business planning, product creations and sales, mom life and business and balance. Like, all of this is in here ready to go for you to use. YouTube, Instagram, everything, baby. When I tell you, you work smarter, not harder. Okay, that's what you need ChatGPT for. Okay, 9.1 likes. Okay, y'all, let's get it. Y'all, let's get it to 10K likes. Y'all, look at me. Y'all follow your dreams, live your dreams. It's not as hard as everything. Yeah. Thank you, sis. Yes, NPM is relatable, personable, and encouraging while teaching you how to make money. Yes, sis. Y'all, and there's so much more coming, y'all. Let me get over here before my phone dies. Chill, let me get through it. Y'all, selling. I gotta go over the selling module because again, one thing about it, and two things for sure. Y'all, I'm not cussing, and two things for sure. Let's be honest. We want to make the money, right? We want to make the money. So when I put together this selling module, when I tell you I teach you how to sell anything, not just a digital product, whatever it is that you are working on in your business. Maybe you got a clothing business that's not doing what you want to do. Getting NPM and learning marketing and learning about branding, but learning how to sell, baby. Look at this selling module, okay? Girl, when I tell you I did not skip a beat and I gave you everything that you need. And again, you literally are learning from your homegirl. This is not stuffy training. This is not like, oh my God, where do I? You literally, after you watch these videos, you felt like, oh, wow, I really get it. I really grasp it. Because one thing about baby, I'm breaking down first grade level. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying it's important to break things down first grade level, okay? Because baby, get to the point. But we talk about how to sell anything, why your story sells, knowing your customer like a homegirl, how to sell without feeling salesy, story selling like a pro, how to build trust that converts, messaging that moves people, sales do's and don'ts, selling in your stories and your DMs, baby. Like selling via email. Like I was talking before, email can really change the game for you. It really can. Understanding the four buyer archetypes, y'all. Again, everybody be trying to talk to everybody like they know them. It's so important to get to know. And when you in the DMs and having conversations with people, these are skills that you need to know if you want to see success and you want to be able to sell things. I just want to be completely honest, okay? Creating a signature sales flow, okay? And having a style about you, what brings in them sales, okay? Emotional selling, how to move your customer's heart, her heart, or whatever, right? How to sell when you've never had a sale before. That's so important, especially as a beginner. These are things that we talk about inside of here. So again, really, really good information. How to not be salesy. You know what I'm saying? It's so important. I talk about branding. And again, everything is catered to a mama and her lifestyle and to fit into her lifestyle. Why you are already the brand and you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to put on this facade, baby. Y'all be seeing people looking dusty, crusty, and musty online. Guess what? That's their brand. It's all about how you market yourself and do it. I'm telling you. Y'all know, look, we've talked about this before. We talked about it, okay? But again, branding and how important that is. Marketing. I go over digital marketing and the basics and like breaking it down to you to help you understand that, sis, you do a form of marketing every single day, okay? But it's all about just positioning and turning around. As a mom, you are a business. You run a whole business when you run in your household. And again, moms don't realize that and they think that they're not qualified. They think like, oh, I can't do this or whatever. You're doing it every single day. It's just about let's turn that terminology just a little and make it fit towards a business and turn it to where you can monetize it. So again, That's in there. The foundation, again, diving into that niche and really understanding personal branding, knowing what your business should have, that checklist when you start off. If you can answer these questions truthfully and be like, okay, this and that, that lets you know that you can move forward. And again, these certain little things hold people back from not seeing those numbers that they want to see. And again, it's so important to talk about. So I knew I had to include that in here. I have live streaming. Y'all know I'm a live streaming girly, y'all. If you ain't on live, doing, but the power of going live, how to set a live vibe. People always think, oh, do I have to have this aesthetic and this and that? No, you don't. No, you don't. Right? Again, when and where to go live, how to structure your live to sell softly so you don't come off, salesy or whatever like that. But also educating your audience and telling people, like, again, I don't get on here telling y'all no BS. I'm telling you stuff that really works, that I've seen real results from people, not just in myself, but people that I have personally helped, people that are in the communities with me as well. So again, that's important. I give you different scripts that you can use and just kind of like a baseline of how to like set up a successful live. If you want to do an educational style, if you want to just do a straight up promo style live, a relatable storytelling live, these are things that are so important. Different live stream ideas, like literally, as you can see, plug and play things that you can do to kind of help you kind of, get the ball rolling for you. Because I know a lot of people when they get started, they're terrified to go on live, but y'all, I'm telling y'all, live is where the money is. Live is where the money is. I'm just saying, y'all, it is. Y'all, thank y'all for 10K likes on TikTok. I appreciate it so much. Okay, y'all, I'm about to start getting on TikTok. I say that every day. No, but for y'all, for the month of June, for my people in here, not just for me, y'all, we getting on live every day. For my shy girlies, we gonna get on. Y'all can get on for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Can y'all get on for 15 minutes live? Y'all talk about your business. Hey, Sally, I didn't even see you, sis. I'm sorry. Y'all get on live and talk about y'all business. Again, look at it this way, and I'm not even trying to be funny. If you are not selling any BS and your program, your offer can really help somebody change their lives, create passive income, learn skills, learn knowledge so they can create passive income maybe some other way, what are you so afraid of about talking about it? If you can help somebody change their life, maybe you are just someone that knows the good word and you want to talk about it. Maybe you have some advice to make people think or feel better about themselves. Get on live and share that, because you'd be surprised how impactful you can be. And it's not just all about the money. A brand could see you or anything like that. So again, like, the power of live is everything. I'm just saying, sis, like, it can change the game for you. It truly can. So I had to put that in here because y'all, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. The way I make is from me going live. That's why I show up a lot on. So you're always gonna see me on live, baby. Because let me be honest, that's where the money comes from. Because this is where you're honest and open. People can ask you questions. You see me in real time. And if you go back and look at all of my lives on YouTube or whatever, I guarantee you, what am I promoting? The same thing. Because you know why? Because it's working. I ain't changing up. You don't see me promoting something every different now. I do have different programs. And again, I just want to show y'all one more program after this. But just different. Right? I'm big on just showing the mamas, the ladies in general, baby, get you that passive income. Get it going for yourself. Get it going for y'all. Y'all, let me just tell y'all something. You just really have to say where I come from, baby. I never thought in a million years that I would be able to be, hey, babe, you want to just go this weekend? Never. And I'm just being completely honest. Y'all want to go to Disney World this weekend? Never thought never. And I'm like, this is my life. Paid for one of my dream cars, started other businesses. My husband was able to start his Turo business. We started an Airbnb business, trying to get back into investing in more real estate and stuff like that, all from this program that creates me passive income. Now this program is creating me passive income. From here, I have a podcast that's going to create me passive income. I have my separate YouTube channel that's creating me passive income, because people want to learn these skills. You see the domino effect of how this can turn into you, and you have these multiple streams of income. And I still work my 9 to 5, baby. Not ashamed to say it, okay? And I still got that 401k on that job, baby. Okay, but be out of town. Definitely be out of town. So again, look into it. I'm telling you, link in the bio, y'all. I also, again, want to make sure that you're set up for success. So I show you how to set up your if you decide that you want to resell NPM or maybe some of the PLR products that I'm going to show you here in a second. I show you how to launch this program. That is a huge part. Again, I didn't want to just hand you a program and be like, hey, here's your first digital product, but I wanted to give you a successful, my true day in the life or weekly routine of how and what I do, what I share with my students, how to launch, what you do after post launching, how to share your sneak peek. and to build up that curiosity online, build up that hype to get people, what I'm saying, making them want to, get it. I give you story ideas, thread posts, everything that you need, plug and play, that you just plug and play who you are, your personality into it so you can start seeing success. So again, like if you are broke in 2025, I really don't. I used to feel bad for people, but at this point I don't, because y'all, there's too many avenues and ways to get money. Too many ways, too many ways, too many ways. And I got one more way I'm gonna show y'all that really, really is changing the game. And it's like super, super affordable, because I know people be like, girl, DWA is just a little too much. And it really is not. Because again, I would have let $497 hold me back from making almost $200,000, y'all. Like every time I say that out loud, I'm like, baby, $500 was a lot of money to me. I thought it. I ain't gonna lie, I was. Even on a payment plan, I was terrified. That's why I took my husband's credit card and was like, I ain't gonna tell him. I'm just gonna try to pay it off. But I was like, it's gotta work. I'm gonna believe in it. It's gonna work, okay? So again, but yeah, I give you everything that you need inside of here. So again, you're not left being alone. One thing that I just announced inside of my community the other day is I am going to start basically having essentially like a mastermind, or just really just an open floor space. Because again, when I say I want moms to be successful, and I know that this can work for you, and I know you can be successful, and I know you can start creating that passive income. So if you do eventually maybe want to walk off that 9 to 5, you can. If you do want to be able to pay for that $20,000, y'all, it's crazy to say that. Because I used to be like, baby, I would never pay no damn $20,000 for no vacation. But baby, it don't matter now, okay? Because the money flowing like that. But no, if you are trying to pay off that debt, trying to fix your credit, because these are all things that I did. I was able to finally start a trust fund for my kids. Things that, in the Black community, we don't be learning to do, but I was able to do it because I invested in myself. But that's why I give you, everything that you need. And that's why even in my community, one thing I'm about to start doing, June, what is it, the 17th? I think it's June 17th, that first Tuesday. Every Tuesday starting June 17th, I am going to have an open hour call to really help. Like, I may have a topic or a subject to kind of help with my moms, but I really just want to have an open floor of allowing you to ask questions, to help you with your business, ask whatever you want, because I know having that support and having that extra little push is going to be super helpful. This program is super to the point, and it really, I think, is easy itself to help you kind of promote and start seeing success with it. But some people still need that extra support, and some people need that extra little boost. But I'm telling you, once you get the things going and flowing, like, girl, I'm telling you, I cannot say it enough how much digital marketing can really change your life. And basically starting the out, like, it literally is the training wheels. And again, when the money starts flowing, like, I can't lie, it makes you want to invest in other things. It makes you want to start doing other things so you can keep it coming. Because again, I don't show up every day, I ain't gonna lie. But I have these other businesses that are working for me, and that's what I'm so grateful for, and why I love it so much. You know what I mean? I've been showing up this way for a year and a little month now. So again, if that don't tell you anything, and like I said, you can go back on my page, you can see where I first started, because I wanted people to see, like, I'm a regular girl. I don't live in a big, huge, I was about to say country girl state. I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. We got a few. Y'all know the WNBA All-Star about to be here. But and the Pacers, they punk ass. The Pacers just won. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. But I don't, so I thought it wasn't possible for me. All of the people that I have sold Digital Wealth Academy to, my digital products to, and stuff like that, baby, they don't live in Indiana. So it's like that has like broadened my horizon. And again, like, I've sold, digital products to people that I'm to my server when I've been out at dinner, because again, I'm so passionate about it, because it works. It works. It works. It works. And when you show up, it's just like, yo, I'm sorry, I get so hyped about it, because like, I can't say it enough. Like, it really does work. Like, I went from money being stressed out about, like, baby, I want to do something nice for my kids. I want to put my kids in sports. I want them to be able to do this, thing, but baby, we got to pay this bill, and to not have to have that feeling anymore, to not have to think that way anymore. I can't say it enough. And I'm just going to continue to put you on. Just put God in your life first. If you don't do nothing, no. Okay. I talk about email marketing, editing, how to be more productive, more productive as a mom. Again, this is so important. And I used to be someone that struggled with procrastination. I struggled with getting things done. You know what I mean? Like, as a mom, I think I'm self-diagnosed, but I be struggling with ADHD sometimes. You know what I mean, baby? I go from unloading the dishwasher to somehow I'll be outside getting the mail with the dishwasher still open. And then I came in here and sat down and was like, oh, I need to edit a reel. baby mom be all over the place. But once I started implementing certain things in my strategy, it made me more productive, not only as a mom, but as a business owner and an entrepreneur, in what I was doing and actually being able to get things done. You know, for a lot of, for a long period of time, I used to say there's not enough time in the day, but it was because I wasn't planning my day and implementing a routine and discipline and really honestly giving yourself grace can really change that, in what you do. And again, help you show up differently in your business, um, in anything, working out and eating healthy. And, all of these things do kind of, show up when it comes to your business and how you feel. The power of a God-led routine, the importance of that. Like, I talk about all of that in here, because it's so important. Implementing like a top three in your day. Yes, baby. Yeah. Did your daddy give you some? No, I ain't make no spaghetti, babe. I'm gonna throw them away because they was nasty. But yeah, y'all. I'm sorry, I got real sidetracked real quick. But yes, just amazing information that you need and that is helpful. And again, it's my style. I'm gonna be honest with you, girl. Like I said, I be cussing a little bit, but we love Jesus over here, okay? But seriously, real mom hacks that will help you save time, not just in your mom life, but in your business. And again, things that really, really work. So I know a lot of people, they love that. A lot of the moms love. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on that. I didn't mention how to protect your business. I talk about Instagram. I have so much more coming to NPM, but overall, I really just look at it as like that mentorship that you didn't know that you needed. And if you are someone that's been wanting to create passive income for yourself, this is a really amazing, very like your very first digital product that you can have and get started with. And then on top of that, girl, being able to resell this product, y'all got some PLRs that I gotta add. I have like literally over, I think like 5,000 that I'm supposed to be adding. Girl, just ain't got the time to add them, but I'm adding them, okay? But I have some PLRs in here, and if you don't know what that is a private labels rights type of product, meaning anytime somebody's already taken the time to create it, you can take it, you can rebrand it, and you can sell it with the information already in as it is. So that's another form of income that you can create. Like I was telling you earlier, I took one of these products in here, sold it for $17 and made $7,000 from it. So again, not everything has to be high ticketed. Not everything has to be like this, super expensive number. Because again, I know some people, when they hear that number, $497, they immediately be like, damn, that's a lot of money. But it really isn't for learning the things that you're going to learn. But if you want to start off slow, you can do that as well. So again, I wanted to include some PLRs in here. I have wealth PLRs, credit resources. So if you want to like kind of get in the credit space, that's a great niche to get in, because people are always wanting to learn how to fix their credit, because credit is really the key to like getting big money. Like again, y'all, digital marketing literally was the platform for me to really take off. I just recently, a few months ago, got my credit been fucked up my whole life. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, guys. Credit been messed up my whole life. Okay. Baby, when I started my business and the money started coming in, finally fixed my credit, was able to maintain $100,000 in business credit, all from y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's just so many amazing things that like has happened for me in such a short period of time. That's why, again, I can't say it enough. But I have social media marketing. So if you want to get into like UGC, faceless marketing, then you want that to kind of be your niche, different PLRs that you can use and promote. And when I say PLRs, let me give y'all just a quick little, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I have the digital marketing playbook, for example, right? So what I mean is, girl, you gonna take this book right here, okay? You see this book? You gonna take this, and you see all these different pages. Oh, hold on, I'm my bad. Let me go on YouTube and share this screen. I didn't forgot about YouTube that quick. Cause okay, 10 likes, okay, 14 like y'all. Let's get this to 15K likes. Payout immediate is what? Yes, thank you. Look, thank you, Shawan. Yes, y'all. So with NPM, the payout is immediate. We love that. Okay, 100% profit. So every time you sell it, you just have to resell the program, no less than $277. If you want more information, definitely click the link in my bio, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at saying that, but y'all know if y'all got any questions, just put them in there. I promise you, I'm gonna answer. Okay. My bad. But yes, let me share my screen on here real quick with y'all so y'all can see these PLRs. I know a lot of people, I get this question a lot and I feel like I always forget to answer. So when I say PLR, meaning this is a digital like ebook, or essentially this is more so like a guide or a playbook for if that makes the most sense, because it's the digital marketing playbook. But this right here is an ebook that shows you how to launch and create a faceless digital marketing business. So again, all the information that you can learn inside of a program, yes, it's there, but like you can learn it in this ebook. Now, let's be honest. In the world that we live in, girl, people don't be having time to read a book. That's why we love a good module. You know what I mean? That's why we love a good little course, because hey, I can listen to it on the go. I can, you know what I mean, or whatever. Hey, Nisi. Thank you, Shawan. Thank you. But yeah, so the fact that this book is already done, and like I said, as you can see, baby, when I first got this ebook, you know what I did? I put my face on it because I was like, "Ooh, I want to make it fit my brand, and I want to make it look cute, add my little colors, put my little touch on it." But as far as the information, baby, that's already typed up for me. And if I want to go in here and switch these pictures out, I can. That's the really cool thing about PLRs, girl. You can take it and remix it and make it your own, or you can sell it as is. But somebody's already taken the time to put this information in, and all you doing is plug and play. Now, it is important to definitely go through here, double check links and stuff like that. So I always try to tell people that. But essentially, all the information is done for you. If I want to switch out these pictures and just have a black brown, I can do that. But as you can see, I went through and kind of made it fit my branding and stuff. But it's already done. Already done. So you can take this, boom, add it to your website and sell it for whatever price you want. Like I said, when I seen that I could sell a $17 product for you know what I'm saying, I made that much money in such a short period of time, I was like, oh baby, game changer. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? So again, that's another way that you can create income for yourself with the PLRs. And again, I have so many more that I'm getting ready to add back in here, but just a great starting point. Boom, already done for you. So wealth, credit, UGC and faceless marketing, social media, so growth secrets and stuff like that, and just strictly digital marketing PLR is already ready to go for you to use. So when I say plug and play system, if you can copy and paste, you can make some money. If you can copy and paste, you can make $200, $500 a day easily with this program or DWA. So again, both of these programs are amazing. And like I said, just I know I always get the question of the difference between the two. There are a lot of similarities, but again, I consider NPM more so like a mentorship and giving you that extra little push. I think both of the programs are worth having, just to be completely honest. Because again, DWA is like for those people that can be more student-like, that can be a little bit more like disciplined with sitting and committing and learning that information. Where NPM is more laid back, kind of again homegirl vibe. Let me get you to the point and get you going to get you flowing, okay? And again, but the marketing, the selling, the branding, things that you learn in here, game changer. And like I said, you learn it from your homegirl. I got your back, okay? So I just want to share that with y'all. Before I get off of here, I do because people have been asking me for like more affordable options. Again, DWA $497, and you can resell it. It's 85% commission. So every time you make that sale, it'd be $422. The mompreneur method here. Again, for my moms who want to get started, this program is $277. All these programs are linked in my bio, so definitely check them out. But with this one, definitely, obviously, more fixated on moms and helping moms with productivity, launching a business. And again, this would be a great like first digital product for you to use and really market to obviously your community of moms. I know you got some homegirls or whatever like that that need that and want to get started too. So again, that's what they are. But I wanted to show y'all about this other program that is really changing the game. And it's a great way to start off as a beginner. It's a newer community. And when I tell y'all, first of all, AI is changing the game. Okay. Like if you do not get AI or get down with it, baby, you're gonna get left behind. And it's really scary. Uh if I'm just gonna be completely honest. Sorry, I'm not even sharing my screen on YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. I know YouTube like, girl, where you at? My bad. But y'all, when I say I love me some ChatGPT though. I do. When I tell y'all what sister say when she be like chat chat, because that is me all day. That is me all day. Like I said, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I be having to do some brain exercises for myself because what? But this program here, the reason why I really think it's changing the game, y'all, is because it's $44. It's $44 a month to start learning AI. Y'all, I created let me show. I'm a little embarrassed. Should I show y'all? I'm scared. I don't know if I show y'all because it ain't perfect yet. I'm still learning. But the reason why I have to tell y'all about this is because as a coach, I get so many students who are like, girl, I'm just not creative. I don't know how to create my own content. It's just, I can't do it, girl. I don't live an aesthetic lifestyle. I just, girl. The fact that this program alone teaches you how to create your AI twin. So for my girlies always struggling with making content, always got excuses saying that your hair ain't done, you ain't living an aesthetic lifestyle, you ain't on vacation nowhere, it's not giving what it need to give. Baby, what you say? What's this? Oh, yo. I gotta show y'all. Y'all, ChatGPT would fire me if she could. No, she would. No. Yeah, sure. Y'all, this right here is now. Y'all know when I find something that works, I stick with it and I run with it. I'm not a person that promotes a whole bunch of stuff unless, well, I don't promote really anything unless I believe in it. The fact that this program is $44, you can earn 50% commission of recurring income because it's $44, right? So when you sell it to somebody else, you can get $22 every month. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but this program is going crazy. And like I said, AI going crazy. So this, if y'all don't know, I have a Digital Boss Academy. Again, I love that program. One, just because of the creator alone. Let me not just lie or be biased. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, she a beautiful black woman, a single mom who got started and has taken off in this digital marketing space, which is so inspiring. Every time I see Brooklyn, I always got to give her flowers because she really, really changed the game. But she branched off and created this AI community, y'all. And again, great, like it's going crazy because the things that you learn in here, first of all, the live calls and the instructions that they give you from the like the co-creators inside of here and the things that you're learning, crazy. Like again, I'm a chat GPT girly, right? But y'all learning to master prompts, game change. And that's the thing, like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm cold with chat GPT, baby, cold with it. Cold. Did you, what you say? I'm sorry, short girl. Did you sneak this one in? I did. Look, I did, Tori. I got to because y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's worth it. For one, it's $44. Now, y'all, if you've heard me, then I don't want to sound like I'm being hypocritical or anything because I hate paying anything monthly. But when it's worth it, I'll pay for it. I don't like. That's why I didn't want to make my community monthly because I'm like, baby, pay one time and let me be done with it. I don't want to be. But this, the information that I have been learning, I'm a student, okay? Let me be honest. I don't know everything or whatever like that, but the things that I'm learning, I have to share it with y'all because it's crazy. I thought I was cold with ChatGPT. I really did. But the stuff that I'm learning inside of here, and again, learning how to master prompts, learning how to turn prompts into profit, crazy. This is what you learn inside of here. It's everything AI. You can learn how to create ebooks and like game, not them surface level basic real ebooks, y'all. Learning how to, generate images and things like that, automating your business. They have like these master classes in here, like y'all, as y'all can see, I ain't got through all of it just yet, but I have learned so much. Let me show y'all my favorite part, and then I'm gonna get off of here, y'all, because I've been on here way too long, but I have to share this with y'all. This is linked in my bio as well. Check out it on my stand store. Like I said, it's $44 if you want to learn AI, which you definitely should, because that is the key to monetization 2025 going forward. AI is not going nowhere. You can learn how to AI bulk, like video reels and creations, things like that. Learning how to, like I said, add designs for like with Canva and implementing Canva, video editing with girl. When I tell you, it's so much stuff in here. Like y'all, as I'm still going through it, I'm like, I gotta put the people on. I gotta put the people on because I didn't know. I just kind of was like, looking one day, and I had seen another creator create an AI twin. I'm like, okay, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to do that because, baby, one thing about it, I ain't gonna lie, I don't mind creating the content. I just don't want to edit it. And again, the things that you learn here and to create your AI twin, baby, when I tell you the stress is gone and you can run your business literally on autopilot and not having to worry about using, like I said, this is why I hate faceless. Well, I don't want to say hate. That was me. This is why I dislike faceless content and stuff like that, or like the stock content, because I'm like, it's so generic. Everybody using it. But the fact that I can go here and create my twin, I can go here and create my twin, baby, game changer. So again, they talk about that, like Reels creation. Let me show y'all the AI twin thing because, girl, when the $44 alone is worth this module right here. Let me just show y'all this because this is how I was learning. First of all, I had already learned about this app because this girl was gonna charge me for a little AI photo shoot, and she was trying to charge me $200. And my silly self, I was about to pay for it. So I asked her, I was like, what site are you using? And she was like, Open Art. So I had already started, and like when I launched my community, I was like, oh, I definitely want to show the mamas because that's a time-saving thing, that we all really need to learn, right? So I was like, well, if I can just learn how to create, what I'm saying, my apps one. So I have looked into this, girl. Let me just show y'all just this module alone. Well, just this video alone, because
Hey everybody, welcome. I'm super excited because today I'm going to teach you how to make your AI twin.
ahead of
Now,
baby,
before
that
we
is the
start, I
biggest
just want to
struggle that I feel
say
like that
this
be
is
holding people
an
back from making
amazing
passive
way
income
to
with
make a
promoting
consistent
Digital
character for
Wealth
yourself for your
Academy,
page,
NPM, or
even if
whatever
you
their
don't want
product,
it to be
whatever it is, because they're
you.
like, girl, my hair ain't
So
done. Girl, I'm
you
tired of
can
getting my face
essentially
water,
either
but the
clone
fact
yourself
that you
and
can
make
go.
an AI
Sorry, y'all. Can y'all
want
hear
to
it? Let
be
me see.
faceless, you can create a
You can
consistent
create a
character
consistent
so that
character
I just
they
want y'all to
are
so that
see this
in
because
they
it's
are
all of your
in
crazy.
content.
all of your
And
content.
honestly, I think that is such a huge opportunity because,
She
first
snapped
of
with this
all,
module.
you're
It's
not gonna be
another chick.
using the same content banks
Crazy.
that everybody else uses. You know,
Let me
those are
fast forward it where
package,
she created
then
the
each
character.
video, I believe, is 100
But this
credits
is the
instead of
pricing for
150. Now, the nice
open
thing about the
AR,
advanced
whatever it's called,
package
open
that I
art.
didn't know when I first started is you can add Okay,
Okay,
so I
but
was
I just
thinking
want
about
to
making
I want y'all
that
to
my
see how she
first
take the picture.
one. Let me make sure I still want that one. These, I have some of me from further away to get kind of like the body image to be more
She's
like
taking the
what I look like
picture
in real life.
and how you can create these
I'm
AI
gonna go with this one
images.
as my first one.
Again, you have to learn how to master prompts and
Then
stuff like that. But when I tell
I
y'all,
always
this
try to
is
do about
the
10.
game.
The more, the better.
But she's walking you through
I
how to
used some of
set up
these in
your
my last
AI
one,
twin,
and now everything I
so you
make,
don't have
she
to
has
worry
really
about
big
content.
boobs, and which I do, but she kind of looks a little slutty in all of them. So I am going to try to stick to more of my natural. How backed up they are. This says it'll take about 10 minutes to complete. I will see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so fast forward 10 minutes later, and our new character is done. So what I'm going to do is come over here and I'm going to hit create. And then you choose this prompt and reference. So click on that. Okay, so you'll
But do
notice
y'all see
right
what I mean?
here,
Step by
it will
step, and she's
tag
gonna show
the
you how to
model. So
generate
if I
your
was
AI
using my first one, it
twin.
would just say at Jenny.
So
If I was
no
using
more
the second
excuses of
model,
I
it would say
can't do
at Jenny
it, I
2,
can't, girl. I
and this is
can't.
our new
Like you
one,
can say
at
in
Jenny
New
3.
York walking. I'm gonna show y'all some of my
So before we put a prompt in, I want to show
clips
you
that
a
I
couple
created.
things that I personally do. Prompt adherence. So this means how closely do you want it to follow the exact prompt that you give down
I
or
ain't gonna
change
read
your
everything that
prompt.
she say, but
You start there. What in here? That
but
model to
she's
be
basically
hot.
talking
Like, you
about
don't
how
need
to
to have
master
like
the
an
prompts.
old,
But she took
AI
images
Jenny running
of
around.
herself
Like,
and
that's why I don't like
created
to
a
get on video in the
character,
first place.
and then you can use this
So,
over and over. Y'all
like
see
I
all
said, you
these
just have to
images
play
that
around
she
with
got. And I'm
it,
gonna show
see
y'all
what
so
you
y'all can see
like.
like a
I
real
could say,
example.
I don't really
So y'all
like
know
this
this
whole
of how I did it. Again, I'm still learning. Mine ain't perfect. But y'all, I'm like, this alone, baby, is worth the $44 because I didn't know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Do I need to read let me show y'all my characters. Y'all in videos. And again, it's you have to learn how to master these prompts. Where you can really y'all look at this. Let me show y'all because this is great. Oh, let me go back on YouTube though. How I go? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Because I know YouTube is like, damn, you just forgot about us. My bad. I'm sorry. And then I'm just gonna share my entire screen. Okay. YouTube, y'all still with me? I'm sorry. Can y'all see my screen? Hold on. I don't even look, girl. Where is it on? Okay, so I want to show y'all real quick, and then I promise I'm gonna get up here. If y'all have any questions, let me know. But y'all, this alone, but this is just one of the amazing things that you're gonna learn inside of AI. But learning to utilize AI to really take your business and scale your business, like all of these tools are, I use them all. You know what I'm saying? So there's not one or the other. I mean, it just honestly depends on where you want to start in your journey. That's why I try to always break it down and explain it for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message, a DM. I'm always open to ask questions. I'm not one of the type of people like, girl, you gotta pay me or whatever like that. Like, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is the key to monetization. Okay. But y'all, I've been in here playing around with my characters. Y'all, tell me this don't look like me. Tell me this don't look like me. That ain't me. That ain't me, y'all. This is what I learned inside of DBT, and I'm learning, and again, learning how to make my business and not having to pay for those mini checks. Cause y'all, again, y'all know I'm cheap. Y'all know I don't like paying for nothing, right? But y'all, this is what is inside a DBC. If you want to learn AI, definitely, like it's y'all. It's that don't look like me right there. So again, it's like you have to learn how to like master these in what they're doing. But when I say she close, baby, she look, that's me when when I'm about 30 pounds lighter. Okay. I was like maybe a little skinny. But y'all, when I say this is not me, and it's I'm scared. I'm terrified. Did y'all see that movie with Viola Davis and they were stealing the okay, I don't want to get sidetracked. But y'all again, and then I even made little videos. Again, I have to work on trying to like that ending image because you have to do like from start to finish. But baby, I'm about to use this as a video and promote it. But again, if you just want to create your own character to promote your business, so you can promote Digital Wealth Academy, so you can promote MPM or even just DBC, AI is something that's trending. AI is not going anywhere, and it's something that you need to learn. Y'all, these kids be using AI, and they're making money from it. And it's like, if you do not get on this train, baby, you crazy. Like, you're crazy. And I'm like, I can do this. I'm like, people about to be lying, talking about I'm in Turks and Caicos this weekend. Baby, no, you're not. So again, some of these, now look, some of my stuff, I look a little big right there. Who is that? That ain't me. That look like Professor Clump. It's not, that ain't me. But you gotta work on it. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm still learning, I'm still mastering. Baby, look, this ain't Zyla, but who baby that is. But I'm just saying, y'all, this is looking like Gabrielle. You think so? Not, look, Gabrielle Union is 4 shades darker than me, so I need to work my color in. I need to work on my color on here. But y'all know I use this one, and you can turn the images into videos. So that's the really cool thing about this. They have different apps in there that you can use as well too. But girl, when I tell you, I'm still learning, so y'all definitely are going to be hearing me talk more about this program. But I just like the information and the community. Like, this community is a lot more lit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, people are really like hyped up about it, because it's like people are turning around and creating images. Like I said, the girl, I was about to pay somebody, y'all, $200 to do me an AI photo shoot when I could learn this information for myself. So again, the fact that sis got her hustle on, I ain't mad at her. You know what I mean? But again, if you are someone, I think this is going to be perfect for those people that do want to create passive income, but they don't want to create their own content, or they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, do photo shoots and worry about it or whatever. Let AI do it for you. And that's something that you're going to learn inside of DBC. Let me hold on. Let me stop sharing on what's the name and go back in here. But let me go show y'all some more of the modules, and then I'll get off of here. But I love that how she breaks it down. This young lady in here, she shows, she a little young girl. She shows you how to like actually get your sorry, I'm not sharing on YouTube, am I? I keep forgetting, y'all. YouTube, you still there? You still there, YouTube? Y'all ain't talking today. I'm sorry. I'm like, look, girl. But the young lady that did this part of the module down here, she shows you how to like get into talking. So if you want to have your AI twin talk, y'all, AI has changed the game. The fact that you can record your voice, have it clone your voice, it's crazy. Like, they are taking the work out of it for us, and it's making it easy to be successful, to get this money. AI photo shoots, like I said, and that's a way that you can create a business if that's something that you want to do, and start doing it for other people and other people's businesses and generating images. Um, Again, AI twin, they have this chat GPT bot, and again, really mastering chat GPT and taking it to the next level. Learning how to set things up, affiliate. There's the young lady in here that's the batch boss. Like, she shows you how to really get heavy into batching your content and stuff like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, DBC, she snapped. She definitely snapped on this one. It really is good information, and it's one of those things. Like I said, as a person that's very frugal with their money and don't like paying for nothing, I'm learning so much that I'm not mad at the $44. And like I said, the turnaround of, being able to sell this to other people and make, 50% commission, 40% for some people, 40% commission is crazy. Okay. They have these AI prompts in here for you to use. Again, everyday prompts for you to use, viral prompts, mom. Like, again, just everything AI that you can possibly think of is inside of this program. You're going to learn a lot. The AI, like I said, as you can see, I haven't got a chance to get all the way up and down here just yet, because I was so stuck on the AI twin. I was like, okay, baby, this is all I need. I don't need nothing else. Okay, this is what I wanted it for. But again, they have this prompt to profit for my Etsy people that really want to learn Etsy and utilizing AI to make it work for your business. Like I said, for those people that are into like those, different little images and stuff like that. Like, yo, I didn't know you could make, like, that's why I'm saying, why I know that digital marketing, like, as long as you have a phone and Wi-Fi, you good. There's really no real reason ever to be broke in your life again. There's no real reason to ever worry about money again, because you can sell a $10 product. You can sell a $17 product. Like, I mean, you just can. And the fact that you can go the done for you route, that's what I'm saying. I can't say it enough. But they talk about Etsy, Printify, how to create products, like how to create prompts to be like, hey, create me like, it's, girl, what I tell you is crazy. It's crazy. I don't want to get on here too much because I ain't been through here, and I don't want y'all to think I'm lying or nothing like that. Because one thing, I ain't gonna talk about something I don't know. I don't know, but the stuff that I do know and the stuff that I have learned, I said, child, and it's like, dang, when you have like 10 people that had already bought it, it's like, well, they're paying it $22. You're getting a payout of like $21 every month. And it's like, them little $20 add up, y'all, like, straight up. So again, if you are someone who's been afraid to be like, okay, I don't really want to invest in DWO right now, I get it, because I was there. I mean, you definitely should change your mindset for sure. Yeah, let me get back on TikTok. I'm sorry. and I'm gonna get off here because I've been talking all damn day at this point, haven't I? All damn day. I'm gonna get off here for. But I just wanted to show that with y'all. Y'all, everything is linked in my bio. But seriously, like that alone is really going to be like, I really feel like that's a game changer. I think that's a great way to get started. We're just getting comfortable with y'all. Thank y'all for 21K. Oh my god, am I somebody on TikTok now? No, I can't. I can't. No, YouTube. What's the problem? Where y'all at? Uh, do I need to start showing more love to TikTok? What's the problem? Okay, but anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much. Thank you. Oh my god. Let me get off here, y'all, because my man looking at me like, okay, your hour is up. Okay. I be trying to set boundaries. My bad. But no, y'all, seriously, I think this is going to be a great way for just people to get started. Again, I'm big on creating passive income for you. Baby, if you want to get into wholesale real estate, do it. But again, there's probably a digital product out there that you can learn how to learn about wholesale. Whatever it is that you're doing. If you're a mom who's cold with recipes or whatever like that, baby, you can get DBC and learn how to create prompts so you can learn how to create winning strategy products that will position you in front of the right audience so you can guarantee your, well, not like I said, I hate to use the word guarantee, but start getting sales, y'all. Again, there is no excuse in 2025, sis. It starts with you and how you feel and feeling that you are worthy to have it. And you are. Whatever it is, that life that you want, I promise you, you can have it because I am a living testimony to it. Okay. I changed my life completely in less than a year's time. All from not stop being scary. If I would have still been scared, baby, I would still be broke. I'm just saying. I'm just being completely honest with y'all. And like I said, for me, it was not seeing my husband killing himself and working 22 hours and making me feel like I was a single mom and taking care of these kids by myself. It was a lot. But I did it. And I'm so glad that I did. And I'm so happy to help anybody that wants to get started. Y'all, I was on a job for 11 years. And that job stressed me the hell out. I thought I was going to be there for the rest of my life. I did. I really did. I really, really did. I really did. Every time I think about it, I'm like, but I made the one decision to be like, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to change my life. And I did it. And I'm like, if I can do it from Indianapolis to Indiana, baby, anybody can. Okay. So if you don't do anything, if you don't take anything away from me, baby, put God first, open your mouth, say it what you want or whatever, but seriously put him in the center of it. But y'all, there's too many ways out here to make money. So rather it's DWA, MPM, DBC, look into it. Check the link in my bio. If you have, like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to me, ask a question. I'll be happy to help. I try to make videos. That's why I like people to ask me questions. If you want me to be all the way honest with you, because that helps me create content. I'm being honest, for other people, because education is key. Okay. Thank you, Sam. Thank y'all. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy, where you been at, girl? Hey, Stacy. Y'all, but again, great way for my beginner girlies that still on the fence. Girl, get DBC, because just to generate, like I said, y'all, I didn't sold it to 5 people already. So I'm just saying, the fact that I'm like, okay, that's $100. I know it ain't a lot of money, but like, look at, if I was just a beginner in this, right? That's $100 recurring every month from this that I'm actually learning from. And then to turn around, I can take the skills inside of here too. And like I said, girl, I was really about to pay sis $200, y'all, for a AI photo shoot. You see how when people are in a rush and when they don't have time, baby, get into digital marketing somehow, some way, okay? But y'all, I'm gonna continue to get on TikTok because y'all, okay, it's the 20, I was happy at 10. I was really happy at 5. No, I was happy at 20. I was happy at 20. I'm just playing, y'all. But all right, y'all, new month, new goals. I'm telling y'all, and new money, okay? Like, stop thinking that it can't happen for you. Think that, start with you. You're worthy, okay? If you don't do nothing else, you are worthy to have the life that you desire. I promise you. Don't y'all want to be on vacation? Don't y'all want to go to brunch? Don't you want to have good credit? Don't you want to drive that dream car that you always want to drive? Baby, look at the digital marketing. But all right, y'all, I'm going to get on here tomorrow for sure. For sure. We're getting on here TikTok. What time should I get on here TikTok? Let me know. I got to study my analytics. But y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in, for taking the time to really just, I look at this as pouring into yourself. If you're learning new skills or, because eventually I know you're going to inquire about it, girl. I know you are. But all right, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Thank y'all so much for the 22K likes. Let me screenshot this. Can I keep it TikTok? I don't know. YouTube, y'all was acting real funny today. Real funny. Okay, y'all. Did I screenshot it? Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I had a top shower. Okay, but all right, y'all. Everything is linked in the bio. Okay, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Y'all know I gotta get faster with hanging up. YouTube, y'all was acting real funny today. Cause where you been at? I'll get back to YouTube. Okay, okay. Thank you, Sally. She said I'm still. Thank you so much, y'all on YouTube as well. Y'all know I gotta end with y'all because I love y'all the most. But y'all been real funny. I'm about to be on TikTok a little bit more because what? But all right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all, I posted a vlog. Be sure to check out the vlog, y'all. I'm back. The creative juices is flowing. We back. We back. But y'all, information, I'm telling you, is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Look into yourself, invest in yourself. If you need help, I got your back. Whatever questions you need help with, you're not gonna be out here left alone. I promise you that. Everything will be linked down below in the replay of this live, or just like I said, click the link in my bio. But I will see y'all tomorrow. It's June, y'all. We showing up every month. Every month we showing up June, okay? Okay, y'all. Bye.